And welcome into the Great American Sports pregame show here for Jackson Christian football. Tonight, the Evangelical Christian School at 2-1 will take on the Jackson Christian School Eagles, who come in here 2-0 after a no contest last week. A slow start, but right before half, Jackson Christian got the old javelin out, and Gage Boykin threw a perfect spiral off of a snap that kind of got away, but the team practices that. Lance Rowland made a great catch and converted it into a touchdown. The Columbia Academy team would have liked to have pushed him out of doors, but again, we're on the Great American pregame show. And good evening. Welcome to the BallGame Blitz, part of the Great American Sports Show. And it's produced by Worthy Road Studios on the Jackson Christian High School Facebook page. That's the main place to get it directly. There are links at the BallGame Blitz. There are links on WNWS.com that you can get it. There are going to be other sources that you can get this fine broadcast from. And the Eagles are 28 minutes away from the kickoff with Evangelical Christian, a team they lost to 21-0 last year, but it was actually closer than that. Had an early drive that went down the field, got inside, and we thought we had made something, but we got one of those left-footed spots that I talk about, and they stopped us, and then they were able to put 3 scores on the ball game. We threatened but never could push anything across. And, of course, I see both teams warming up, and the hometown newspaper, and I don't know, we're going to have to talk to the folks at the not at ECS, at the Jackson Sun. They predicted that ECS would win this ball game, and they may, but hometown newspaper, not very hometown, not very hospitable. And, yes, we will take a little issue with them. Now, there are other ball game Blitz games tonight. Now, Peabody already won their game yesterday over Southside. And also the USJ team is playing at their place against a very fine Hardin County team. And that ought to be a slobber knocker over there. We're going to have one here, too. ECS comes in here. They are a double-A school in Division II. That means they're in a bigger classification, more students to pick from. And, they're a lot bigger school in that. They've had a great history at ECS, and we'll tell you more about that. But on the Great American Sports pregame show here at Jackson Christian School, we're going to take our first time out. And when we come back, more sports.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
And we're back here on the Jackson Christian pregame show, brought to you by Great American Sports. Go by and see Ben Vargas and Wesley Freeman over there and the rest of the great crew. 23 minutes till kickoff time. Dave Wade will be here, our great color man. As you see on the field, our Jackson Christian Eagles are still out there. ECS has retreated to the locker room to talk about strategy and some things like that. And there's the traditional punt. We chase it down, and we'll go to the locker room as we chase that punt down. This could be a very exciting contest, and we'll tell you about some of the people on both sides of the football. Now, for all of you that watched the half, that is a no contest from last week. Our official record is 2-0. Unfortunately, the stats don't really count right there, and it's a shame because a great touchdown catch by Lance Rowland. We know it happened. It's on film also. The half has been posted on YouTube under Worthy Road Studios. That's the only one you'll get with a legitimate voice on it and what really happened. There are many imitators out there, but they cannot duplicate the work of the Worthy Road Studios crew, and we probably need to tell you about them tonight. This broadcast will be directed by Ashley Janda. The replay, Stephanie Janda, Billy Bolin, and Chris Benson. They have brought in the first team to run the cameras tonight. And, of course, our technical director is the one and only Gary Lockhart, who also produces and directs the Tuesday night show at Hub City Deli and does such a great job. The executive producer is Paul Schultze. Your announcers tonight will be Coach Joe Holloway and David Wade, who is a former referee, and I thought I saw out on the field wearing the white hat tonight the one and only, the venerable one, Pete Norville. I see Milt Canavan down there, too. The guy with the light shining off his head is Milt Canavan, who he was originally a member of the first team in sports back in the 1990s when they first brought sports to one of our local radio stations, 101.5. And what a great guy. Steve Bowers, who is part of the 101.5 staff, or actually Grace Broadcasting, is down doing the game for Grace Broadcasting, or not Grace, but for JEH, Cablevision 6. But we have the official broadcast here of this game on Worthy Road Studios. And again, Jackson Christian Facebook page, the BallGame Blitz. You can also get it on some other areas. And Brother Dave is here, and we'll be checking in for a minute. But 2-1 ECS. The game starts at 7. It was originally advertised as a 7:30 game, but some news media chose to help with the getting out the information. And, of course, if you listen to the Tuesday night Hub City Daily Show, you knew it would be a 7 o'clock start. The Jackson Christian trail Columbia Academy 10-7 in the first half. It was a touchdown and a great throw by Gage Boykin and a great catch by Lance Rowland. And we had all kinds of delays. David and I got to entertaining, doing stand-up comedy and everything else before we would do the cut-ins. They stretched it. Both teams wanted to play, and it was decided that it might be a little too much to play. ECS has one loss. They lost their first game, but nothing wrong with losing to the team they lost to. They lost to Innsworth Academy, Dave, and Innsworth is loaded with talent.
Yes, definitely. Probably the best talent in that Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Nashville, all of that area down there. Innsworth is definitely one of the powerhouse schools. It used to be Brentwood. Not that Brentwood is bad anymore. They're still playing football at a pretty good pace, but, man, to lose to Innsworth, I didn't see the score on that one.
It was a shutout, I believe.
It was a shutout?
Yeah,
well,
it was a shutout. I will get the score for you. I had it, and I had covered it up with some papers. Now, we know that TCA beat TCA, Evangelical Christian did, and Tupelo Christian. Matter of fact, they have won those two contests by an average of an 18-point margin. And like I said, last year they won this game 21-0, and I won't say I'm upset with the Jackson Sun. That's their right, but they picked ECS tonight.
Well,
We have beaten 2 AA schools already.
you're exactly right. And, it may be a little bit of the history of ECS, and they just haven't bought into what we're seeing every Friday night so far, and that is a team that is that is well disciplined, and that they run the offense, the game plan, and everything about it. So, with a victory tonight, Coach, I believe you'll start to see everybody who was waiting to see get the absolute truth about the Eagles.
Absolutely in that. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a timeout, come back with more. I know Dave has some. There's some other games in the area. Keep an eye on that Hardin County USJ game over there.
That's going to be.
And hopefully we'll hear. I know we'll hear from Bud Young if we don't hear from anybody else.
Correct.
And Bud does such a great job. And, of course, they've got 2 good quarterbacks over there playing tonight. But we've got 2 good quarterbacks. Actually, ECS rotates quarterbacks. And we'll tell them more about that when we come back after this timeout, Dave.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
If you work outside or in a facility with no AC, or you're just struggling with this year's heat wave, it can really take a toll on your body and health. At Live Hydration Drip Spa, we can help you recover with our Beat the Heat special for only $59. Call or visit us online today to set your appointment.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, round recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
And we are back here on the Great American Sports pregame show. Dave Wade and Coach Joe Holloway. Dave, before we get back into the players that are playing in this contest, any thoughts on region action tonight? The public schools are still kind of taking it on the chin, and I know there's a couple of big battles there, but TCA, if I read the schedule right, has to go to Union City.
Yeah.
Do you know how tough Union City is? I know you do.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know, the thing about that is you know, Union City being tough to begin with, but going to Union City makes it even tougher. And I mean, the Lions have got their work cut out for them tonight, and they're going to have to. I mean, you know, we're all about just being what is real, and they're going to have to almost play a perfect ball game to stay in it. Union City, even though it's one of the smaller classifications in the public schools, has a history of being good. They got a great program up there, and they are this year is no different as far as being talented. So, you know, the Lions have got their work cut out. Not saying they can't do it, but it is going to be an uphill climb from the word go.
Dave, let me throw you a couple of games here in the West. Now, last night there's already one been played. Peabody took the measure of Jackson Southside 44-13, and actually those last two touchdowns were scored against the freshman group from Hardin County.
Well, I'll tell you one
thing.
thing.
The last touchdown was. Yeah. Let me eat my words.
I will say this. whoever made Southside's schedule this year.
Could it be the toughest in the state?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you start out with what did they start out with? Westview? No, they start out with Ripley, I think. I know they've played Huntington. They've played oh goodness. Well, I forget.
Well, playing Peabody, playing Huntington, Ripley is better than people think.
Yeah,
that was a 20-7 game.
And who was it that they played second? It was a state championship team. But anyway, I mean, my goodness, we don't know what Southside has right now because they have gone up against the Buccaneers, the Cowboys, the Cardinals, and tonight they play the Steelers. So, I mean, they are literally up in a I mean, I know it looked good when you were making it out, Coach, but
well, I disagree with some coaches, and they would tell me I don't. And there's fans. It doesn't always pay to play the toughest schedule.
Not in football.
You need some warm-up games, and sometimes when your team's physically beat up in the middle of the season, it doesn't hurt to have a team that's not going to physically beat you up.
Well,
now, we've got a white slobber knocker right here tonight, white knuckler.
I'm going to tell you, this is going to be one heck of a ball game. I think these teams are equally matched throughout the board. It looks like we're going to dodge the raindrops. They're all around us, but they're actually going west of us, which is really weird. But this is the game of the night, I believe, and we have just an absolute perfect night to play, and I am ready to get the Eagles playing.
We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, Dave will have the ECS starting lineup. I'll have the probable Jackson Christian lineup. We'll talk about some of the fine young men. Both teams have great running backs. Both teams have great quarterbacks. They have good offensive lines, and it could be a battle line. But let's take that timeout here on Worthy Road Studios broadcast.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Football is here. Get touchdown savings at McCoy's Heating and Air. Cooler weather is coming. Tackle the season ahead with McCoy's and be comfortable this season. To get your furnace ready, we are now offering one-time cleaning for only $90. Score big. Call McCoy's and schedule your $90 cleaning today. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night. This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
It's time for the 4th annual Lifeline Car Giveaway.
And Joe Mahan Ford is proud to donate a car again this year.
Give blood with Lifeline between Memorial Day and Labor Day for a chance to win a 2019 Ford EcoSport. Join Lifeline
and Joe Mahan Ford and give blood this summer.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And you are back on the Great American Sports pregame show here on Worthy Road Studios, broadcast on the BallGame Blitz of the Jackson Christian Eagles. Dave Wade, Coach Joe Holloway. Dave, what do we need to know about ECS? We know they've got a great team, and the loss to Ainsworth is not indicative of their caliber of play.
Absolutely not. Evangelical Christian School. Their mascot will be the Eagles. They are in Shelby County in Cordova. 1965 is when ECS was established. Their enrollment is 314. They are in the Division II AA West. They play at home at Legends Field. Winningest coach, me and you know him greatly. He served 2 stints, Jim Hines, 1978 to 1990. They brought him back in 96, and he stayed till 2009, compiling a 218 win to 88 losses. Last year, they had a 6-4 record. Lost to Davidson Academy in the first round. Trey Adams is the head coach, also the offensive coordinator. David Carr and Ben Todd are co-defensive coordinators. Coach, we're going to see a pro spread offense, 3-4 defense. Got 5 returning starters from last year's first-round loss. This team is unbelievable. Trey Adams Trey Adams has been the head coach for 3 years at ECS, and his record is 28-8. So he knows how to win. He knows how to put some talent together. It's going to be pretty tough. And, you know, Xander Carroll, 4 rushing attempts for 80 yards and a touchdown.
That was just one game.
One game against Tupelo
He is
Christian.
listed as an athlete.
Oh, yeah.
He can play quarterback, wide out, running back, and defensive back.
And we're going to see him at quarterback probably.
He probably won't start at quarterback, though.
And then you got Clayton Garrison, and he carried the ball 18 times for 83 yards against Tupelo. And then Jamison Smith, he had 2 interceptions in a 30-16 win over Tupelo Christian. Offensively, he caught a 53-yard touchdown pass. So you're going to have some good athletes on the offense. Our defense is going to have to be awake.
Absolutely. Jackson Christian will counter with Gage Boykin wearing number 12 at quarterback, a 6'2", 195 senior, second season as a starter. He is a team captain this year. He is 18'37", 210 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Cooper Banky will start at 1 wide out. He's a 5'10", 165-pound senior with 9 receptions. Daniel Green, his first year as a starter, he's a 6'6", H-back, tight end, plays the Y position so we'll tell you a little more about that. Of course, Cam Boyd, the 5'4", 150-pound running back, senior, strong as a bull elephant, though. 3rd season as a starter. He's a team captain. He's a member of the 1,200-pound club. He's got 42 carries for 261 yards this year and 4 rushing touchdowns. Wyatt Jones is your FB, which stands for fullback. I've got to reading more than knowing.
Carrier.
He's an H-back, too. Also plays linebacker, 5'8", 200-pound senior. 2nd season as a starter, team captain, 1,000-pound club, and catches for the baseball team. Jalen Mosley is back in the lineup tonight. He's 6 foot tall, 185, speed to burn, sophomore. 2nd season as a starter, 8 receptions, 90 yards. And, of course, at the X or the wide out, Austin Kelly, who's backup quarterback, 6'1", 150, plays shortstop and pitches for the baseball team. He's got 1 ball this year and 12 yards. That starting offensive line, Aiden Childers, a 6-foot senior, weighs 230 pounds. And he looks bigger and stronger. I believe it's 235. Dalton DeLoach wears number 72. He's the left guard, 6'1", 230, junior, 2nd season of starting, and also a team captain. Eli Gay moves into the center spot, 5'11", junior, weighs 200 pounds, 2nd year as a starter, but he started as a guard. Jolton Smith is back tonight. wears number 70, 5'11", 190. Senior, first year as a starter, but he also throws the shot, so that tells you something right there. Joey Carr, the right tackle. We had him on the Hub City Deli Show. Joey, very articulate, 5'11", 230, first season as starter, team captain. Came in and played in that last game of the season last year as he was a transfer. And, of course, we have some very good substitutes. Jack Collins will sub in. Wyatt can play the backup tight end, even though he starts at that. Lance Rowland, Elijah DeMoss, who starts on defense, and Blake Rowland are all offensive players. Blake plays a lot of defense, too. He can play the free or strong safety. And we have, I think, one of the finest kickers in the state in Zach Cisco.
Yeah, and, I mean, that is so important in a game like this. You're inside the 30. Once the nose of that ball touches the 30-yard line, you are pretty much starting to get in his range. So, very, very important. Coach, I'll give you real quick. The captains for ECS will be number 10, Xander Carroll, number 8, Wilson Thetford, number 6 is Clayton Garrison, and number 21, John Vargo.
And, of course, for us, Banky, Jones, Boyd, and this time number 72, Dalton Deloach. You can only send 4 out there. Gage is back here at the sideline wearing number 12. And good representation. And that is Pistol Pete Norville out there tossing the coin.
Yes, it is. And right now, Mr. Norville is just communicating with both captains and all the captains on the teams to let them know what the officiating crew expects. And pretty much it's just listen to us, play football through the whistle, and we're going to do there. So he's now showing the coin. He's going to turn it up. ECS is allowed to make the call here, and he gets it, doesn't drop it. And so he makes a call, and we've got ECS going to defer. So Jackson Christian's going to get the ball, which they would have done if they had won the toss.
You're right.
So everything ends up like it does. So ECS will get it in the second half. They're going to kick from the east end zone to the west end zone, and Jackson Christian will put it in play right there, Coach.
Absolutely, and we are just about ready for football as the two teams will line up and come out respectively and kick it. And 21 kicks for them, who also plays wide out. John Vargo, he punts. He's much like Zach Cisco, so he will give you a good kicking. You've got 2 of the better kickers in the state tonight. It could come down to the leg of one of those 2 young men.
It could, and as I look and see the flag, it is laying still down the pole. Look at the treetops across the way at us, and no swaying in the pine trees. So with an artificial turf, no rain, no wind, it's about as precision as you can get. And Coach, while I've got the opportunity, I'd like to send out a big thank you to the Tennessee Department of Transportation for deciding to pave Highway 18 all the way up until 5 o'clock and beyond. And I'm glad it's being done, but come on, guys. You don't hold a group of cars up on Friday night for 10 minutes letting them come by. So, anyway,
You're right about that, Dave. I'm with you. And the Eagles have made their appearance on the field. ECS made their appearance on the field. And, of course, the choir here at Jackson Christian
what a great job.
National anthem, and the band is in the stands I see to the right. Had a tailgate party, and a lot of people were at it earlier today. And if you don't Jackson Christian, a family affair school, state champions back in 2006. There'll be some of those people in attendance. And I hope you heard Blake Beckham. Now, this is interesting. To me, as an offensive coordinator, I wanted the scoreboard and the clock in the second quarter. ECS has chosen to take the clock and the scoreboard in the first quarter.
They have, and which is unusual, but that is what they have chosen to do. And those that are listening on the radio, Coach, ECS comes out in white jerseys with maroon numbers and Vegas gold pants, maroon helmets. Jackson Christian, all navy. Would that be? Yeah, that'd be navy. No, it wouldn't be navy. What
it's
would
royal.
Be?
It's dark, dark royal blue, dapperly attired in all blue with the silver helmets.
I like this uniform.
Yes, and it's easy to see too.
You know what their helmets look like to me? Look like the old Memphis helmets.
Yes, I like those.
Yes.
And there's a little degree of Dallas Cowboy to the helmet,
There
too.
is.
I like silver helmets, though, and we are just about ready for kickoff now. They've got a different kickoff man, though, than what I was told, and this is one of their defensive players, 40. We'll pick his number up, 45, and it's bouncing around, and we got to get on it, and we're going to start in a hole, although a nice move by Elijah DeMoss. And, Dave, I think we probably need to get a replay, don't you, on that one?
Well, and that was the main thing was, we get the kickoff and it goes down and it bounces and it looks like it's going in the end zone, but it doesn't. Pops right back out. Luckily, we could get our hands on it and get the ball up and past the 10-yard line. That was really, really dangerous.
Yeah, it really was, and it is 1st and 10, and we'll see where they officially put it down. Is that the 11? Because that's looks like the 11. So our first drive will start on our own 11, 89 yards away from pay dirt. And you see the 3-4 defense. There's a quick out. It's low and bounces in the ground, so 0 for 1 passing.
Yeah, quick hit to the right side. We got the wide receiver took 2 steps and just absolutely hooked right into Gage. And then, Coach, just a little bit, maybe a little bit of nerves and threw the ball into the ground, caught it on the short hop for an incompletion.
So it's 2nd and 10, and they're officially calling it the 12, so we'll change it 88 yards away. Single coverage with a 1 high safety. Here's the toss to Boyd. Boyd cuts back. He gains a couple of tough yards, gets across the 15, spins down close to the 20. They'll probably move it back, or are we going to get a right-footed spot, Dave?
I think we're going to get a good spot right here. We're just going to be short of the 20-yard line, but what a great job of running right there. Cam Boyd just took the ball over the left tackle, found his hole, got it upfield, headed to the east. Coach bringing up a good, manageable 3rd down.
The diminutive running back, although he's strong, like I said, is a bull elephant. He hit that weight room, Coach Irv's program. A big 3rd down and 3, a possession down. And ball's on the 19. Linebackers playing it safe, sprinting right. Gage Boykin looks. He throws the interception. At that time playing good defensive back, or did they call it a completion or an interception? Let's see what they call. We recovered the fumble.
Well, they're going to call this, you'll see on this replay, Coach, they're going to call this a interception. He throws it short, trying to drop it over. He says he's got it. Then it pops out, and it's going to give us the ball with a 1st down. And I think that this right there is going Coach, that's an incomplete pass.
I think it is, too. They're holding this down marker where it's at the spot 3rd and 3, and they are going to say that we have recovered a fumble. So officially, Gage Boykin 0 for 2 passing with an interception, but a great fumble recovery by Jalen Mosley that time gives Jackson Christian their initial 1st down. Here's a pass over the middle. This one's complete. Banky's got it. It's a foot race. One man has an angle on him, and he gets him, but after a nice pickup down to the 40-yard line.
Man, I'll tell you, what a great job by Gage here. Look at him take this snap. He just fakes it in there to Boykin and hits the slot receiver on a slant right up the middle. One man to beat, gets tackled right at the 40. Unbelievable play to take advantage of the fumble.
Yeah, wearing number 13, Mosley in the slot. One man in the backfield. I see the H-back. Here we're going to shift. Strength of the formation to the left and the wide side. Here's the snap. They faked the Boyd. Here goes Boykin. No, he faked me off. He gave the football off, and Boyd did have it. Great sleight of hand then, Dave.
Yeah, it really was, and I think that this is one of the best fakes. Watch this fake right here. I absolutely think Boykin's got that ball. But
Boyd, I thought Boykin had it.
Yeah, I thought he kept it. And anyway, Boyd does a great job. And, Coach, we got energized by that called fumble.
Okay, 19 yards on 2 carries for Cam Boyd. It's 1st and 10 from our own 28. Here's the snap. The give. This is Mosley. Breaks 1 tackle, 10. He breaks or at least drags 10 down inside the 10-yard line. And a nice pickup by Jalen Mosley.
Coach, we got a highlight reel going here. I mean, what a great job. And he hits this hole. They pin it off, and he gets in there to the secondary. And that's the weight room right there showing off, Coach. He drags a defender 7.5 yards.
And this was after a bad start. We had 88 yards of pay dirt to go. We cannot get a 1st down. It is 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. We shift the running back to the right, the H-back, and the tight end to the left, and they give it to Boyd. He's off left tackle. We had them outnumbered at the point of attack. We're going to get about 4 tough yards. Now they're going to drive Boyd back.
I think you're going to get a face mask here, Coach. It may be 5 yards, but I think that I saw his head turn, but we are controlling that.
But do you see the yellow hanky?
I do.
Okay, I'm glad
it's
you
on
do.
the 5. And
okay. That's the reason I don't see it.
Let's see what Mr. Norville says.
It is a face mask. Dave is a prophet in his own time.
Well, I saw his head turn. I didn't know who got him, and whoever it was came in from behind. But, right now, Coach, we are totally dominating on the left side of the line right now. Their right side defensive line has no answer for what's happening, and you just got to hand it to the big man over there. They're handling them really good.
Okay, that penalty moves it to 2nd and goal from the 3. Boyd on the left side of the formation. They're going to give. He's going to try the left side again. He's close. Did he break the plane? The official says, give him 6.
Well, we found out what we like, Coach. It's the left side. They're just going to climb right up in here, handing it off to Cam, and there he goes. He sees the hole, lowers the head, drives himself into, and we're an extra point from taking a 7-0 lead.
Boyd 3-yard run left side, and Zach Cisco on to add the extra point. Austin Kelly, his holder. Wyatt Jones, the snap, it's down. The kick is up. It looks good. The officials say it is good. It's 7-0 Jackson Christian with 8:45 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Hub City Deli is honored to sponsor Jackson Christian Athletics. Gourmet chef Peter Thomas invites you in for a totally new experience in craft sandwiches, wraps, and salads. The homemade hoagies are baked fresh. A big favorite is Pete's Brisket Hoagie with brisket, smoked Texas style. The Hub City Burger is a Jackson favorite. The salads are always fresh and unique. Hub City Deli is open for breakfast as well. Located on Pleasant Plains Extended, just down the road from Jackson Christian.
We are back with Jackson Christian leading 7-0. Cisco to approach it, 2 men deep back at about their 5-yard line. This one, directional kick towards the sideline, forces their receiver over at about the 19, and a great tackle. That's Elijah DeMoss.
Yeah, Elijah DeMoss comes down. This is a purpose kick and just executed perfectly. He drops it in right at the 15 to the up back is who they want to get it. He turns sideways, and DeMoss just tracks him down and drops him at the 21-yard line. And, Coach, they did a good job holding us on our first 3 plays. And on 3rd down, we throw an interception. They fumble it right back to us, and then we have no trouble going down the field to put 6 on the board.
Absolutely. I see Trent Carey over here in the defensive backfield. Jalen Mosley many times is your one high safety. Jack Collins to the other side. And that is the man, Garrison, Clayton Garrison in the backfield. He is a very explosive runner with Thedford back there. And they're going to throw the quick toss out to the right side of their formation. 5-yard gain, but a nice tackle there.
Yeah, that is a fantastic tackle. And Trent Carrier did a good job of just pinning him up and holding his ground, not letting him make any type of move. And holds him to a 5-yard gain that could have gotten a little more.
That's right. So 1-for-1 passing for Thedford for 5 yards. It'll be second. Well, they say 2nd and 6. The ball's nose is touching the 25-yard line. Cedric Anderson, 71, a down lineman, 58 Joey Carr, and 58 Chilton Smith. Good to see Chilton back out on the field. Stand-up dog linebacker, Caleb Newsom. And Caleb's coming hard. Oh, just about got the guy, missed him, but we've got a whole host of folks introducing themselves to Clayton Garrison.
Yes, Garrison hits the middle, and he thinks he sees a hole, but watch these, the absolute blue-clad Jackson Christian School Eagles. They pin it up right there, block down that hole, and, Coach, what a great job of defense on that line.
Should be 3rd and 9 is what I have, Dave. The ball short of the 23, or is that the 22? There's some big linemen for us out there, and they've got a very good size line. Thedford, your quarterback, he wears number 8, or we'll check, make sure. Yes, that is he in the backfield. They've got 2 receivers to each side. Garrison is split to the right in the backfield. Here's the snap, and chasing the quarterback. They hit the short man. He gets 1 block, but we're going to push him out of bounds short of the first down. Catching the football for them was number 88, Roman Sopelik.
Yeah, I had a great job of keeping the defenders in front of him, and Theft Wilson didn't have any way to do it. And he just he had to dump it down low, and once again, we hemmed him in short of the first down marker, and they have to kick.
And good job by our defense. And they have the punter, as I told you, is John Vargo. He is a good one. They run a spread receiver, and we're in, looks like punt safe. We have to kind of play the pass a little bit, even though Vargo is not like Sutton that we played 2 weeks ago. Here's the snap. He takes his time. It's a nice spiral kick. It goes, starts to turn over, hits it to 30, takes an ECS bounce all the way down to the 15. Will it roll to the 14? And it does, and it's dead, and field position is changed just like that.
Yeah, he just flipped the field. He kicked that ball from the 17-yard line, his own 17-yard line, and they're going to put this thing in play at the 14-yard line of Jackson Christian. So an unbelievable 30, 40, 50, over a 57-yard punt, Coach. I'm telling you, that right there is how you punt the football.
It really is. I have a feeling they'll discuss putting more pressure on the punter down there. It's 1st and 10 on our own 14, the wide side of the field. To the right, you see the football thrown off, and that was good help by the young man. Number 7, Jamison Smith, helped it get off the field, which was smart on his part. You see the 3 down linemen. They throw the quick out. This is Mosley. He's got it 20. And his stiff arm, he only got another yard out of it. But I'm going to tell you what, that young man felt a Derrick Henry-type stiff arm.
Yeah, I mean, Mosley right there, you know, he knew he was about to step out of bounds, and the defensive back was kind of about to go low to make the tackle, and he just shoved him straight onto the ground, saying, not here.
Ball on the 19, or that's actually the 24, so it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Nice 9-yard pickup.
From the sticks, it's 2nd and none.
Yeah. Here's cranking the javelin up. Got a man over the middle. He hits him in full stride. He breaks the tackle. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Jalen Mosley and Jackson Christian School. And that one went 76 yards.
And you see him right here. Gage turns back. He sees the slant all the way when he reached the 40, and he puts it on a dime. No questions asked right there. He's taking it all the way into the end zone, Coach. Jelane Mosley, man, what a great route, what a great pass, touchdown, and we got control right now.
And, you know, maybe it's unfair to say this, but are you watching Columbia Academy?
Oh, no.
Here we go, Zach Mosley on. Here's the hole by Kelly. It looks good, and, boy, he kicked some rockets through there. The referees says it is good. It's 14-0. Jackson Christian with a quick lead here in the first quarter over ECS. Let's take a timeout on the Worthy Road Jackson Christian Network.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Lifestyle Vision, located at Thompson Farms, offers patient-centered comprehensive eye exams. Select your new look with our latest styles from exclusive brands. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Well, that didn't take long as you come back with Jackson Christian with a 14-0 lead. Dave Wade, Coach Joe Holloway, Worthy Road Studios broadcast. I see number 10 back deep for them. That is Xander Carroll, and that young man is talented. He plays multiple positions. And let's see if they've moved 16 around a little bit. I don't see him out there this time. On the far side, we've got number 2, Cannon Johnson, who has some speed, good ball handlers. And they've got a man in the middle. They may have moved him into the middle. And it comes down to 10. He's across the 30. I told you Carroll has speed. He breaks a tackle. This is a strong young man. Great return across the 43. And we've got a couple of guys on the ground. But, Dave, I did not see who made the tackle.
Well, I did actually see who made the tackle, and we ran the same type of a kickoff, and this time they had adjusted their receiving team to make sure that number 10 got the ball, and Carroll just took it and moved it into great position. ECS needs this possession right here. Jackson Christian's on the verge of totally taking control.
Had we not had the good rush, they actually on their passing game were able to move the football, but they got 11 yards. You say, well, they should have had a first down, but they had a loss on that running play.
Sure did. We got in the backfield.
Trips right, 3 receivers for them. Thedford, the quarterback. They send Carroll in motion to catch the pass, and he does. He jukes one guy, gets across to the 45, and there he's tackled. There's probably, what do you think, a face mask?
That's going to be a face mask, and I actually think this is going to be this may be a 15-yarder. He got the head. What?
Whoa.
Oh, he got a hold.
Well, usually it looks like that, but and we were going by what it looked like then, fan. Give the officials credit.
We don't know exactly, like I said, we don't know exactly, and we're 30 yards away from the play, and he is right on it. Looked like the head turned just a little bit, but, one thing that happens there, Coach, is you get the hold and you get the attention of the official right there, and he's looking and he's pulling the flag. And sometimes that the other thing goes unnoticed.
Well, that's going to make it first, and I'll go with the 19. First and 19 from the ECS 33. Ball equidistance from the sidelines. 2 receivers to each side, one of them being a wingback to the left. They're going to look, try to go short, and the pass thrown a little bit behind the wingback, Sapelic.
Yeah, Noah Wider right there. Wilson Thedford, he stepped back, took one step, and wanted to hit the tight end on a slant. The tight end thought he was supposed to post it up and turn it in, and he hooked. And just lucky that ball was not intercepted. Because if we'd have been one step closer, we'd taken that one to the house.
Second and 19. They'll send 2 wide receivers out almost in a stack, and they may be stacked. And we see 21, which is Vargo, over to the far side. They'll have a wing back. He's not really a true H-back he is now an H-back this time. He can go out for a pass. Thedford, a very good passer. He was 10 for 12, I believe, last week for them. 3-step drop looking. We hit him right as he throws it, and the ball goes harmlessly into the ground.
Yeah, and he's a little slow getting up right here. That is an absolute great hit. Watch this defensive rush that comes in. It comes in from our left side. He breaks free, and bang, he hits him hard just as the release goes. Coach, he felt that one, and he had to leave the ball game on that one.
That's the dog linebacker, Caleb Newsom, but you don't really improve yourself any because guess who's the quarterback now?
Mr. Carroll.
Mr. Carroll, Alexander Carroll, who is multi-talented. I believe he could play everything plus be the trainer on the sideline. That's how good this young man is. 3-man rush, linebackers dropped off, 8 men in coverage. They'll see if they can take the hook zones away. Carroll's got time. He's dancing. Do not let this young man get outside. He does. He's got most of that yardage back. He'll come up about 6 or 7 yards short of a first down, though.
Well, and watch Carroll here. He steps back and gets in that set, and he's looking, and we're covered. We're covering him well. He's still looking, and now he breaks, and he's ready to go. And, Coach, what you're supposed to do when a quarterback's running the ball is put 2 or 3 helmets on him, make him feel it. Now we're going to make him punt again.
Now, this time we almost gave Vargo too much time. Jalen Mosley back. We've got a man up on this wideout out here because they are capable of making a play. Maybe not like they did with Sutton. Watch the short snap at times to Carroll. That'll come later in the game. It's up. It's high, but we had no rush on. He'll get a chance to pick it up. Now he is going to be snowed under, and we are having a prayer meeting right there at the 28 or 27-yard line.
Bad snap. It's very high. If he steps back, it's like an outfielder right here. Don't pedal. Go get it. And then it hits. He reaches down to pick it up and looks up to see where they are and fumbles it again. And by that time, we have got four royal blue clad Eagles that are pouncing on the man. And right now, Jackson Christian has total command of this game.
And a 19-yard loss to the punter. That's minus 19 on that. Jackson Christian takes over on the ECS. The ECS 27 yards away from pay dirt. Got Banky and Mosley to the left. Now we shift and send White, Jones, and Daniel Green to the right of the formation. They fake. They're sprinting left. Here's a pass float out here. It's caught by Mosley. Mosley makes one man miss. Mosley gets down close. He smelled the goal line, but he took a short breath.
Yeah, he did, Coach. This is a perfect pass by Gage. Watch him right here. He sees the first man go out to get in front of him, and he just dumps it over the head to Mosley. Mosley makes a move right there, broke a few ankles is what they call it, and dives his way down to the 3. Everything is clicking for the Eagles.
24 yards and another first down for the Eagles, their fourth of the night. And this is not like last year's football game.
Not at all.
And this is a very good ECS team. Mosley and Banky to the left. They give it to Boyd. Boyd smells the goal line. He spins. Will they stack him up? Let's watch for the lineman push, and they'll blow the rugby scrum dead short of the goal line.
Well, once again, I thought Boykin had the ball. He's making a great fake, and if he would have had the ball, Coach, he would have walked in untouched, but they gave it to Boyd. He tried the right side. It will not surprise me in the least if we go back and hit that left side, and we're going to get in behind our good offensive line that's sitting over there on that left side. Dalton Deloach and Adrian Childress get behind them and go.
Mosley and Banky to the right. Boyd is set in the backfield to the left. They send the jet sweep action. Here is Mosley. He doesn't even get touched. 2-yard touchdown run or 1.5.
Left side. They just stack it over there, put the two running backs in there and throw it down, and he just absolutely does a fantastic job. And right now we're hitting on all cylinders.
The 3:35 mark, Mosley. I'm going to give him 2 yards because that's what the line showed. 2-yard run for a touchdown. It is 20-0 with the extra point. Wyatt Jones to snap. Here's the snap, the kick. It's good. I can go ahead and tell you, we don't want to wait for the officials.
No, absolutely. Great job as he gets the snap, puts it in, rolls it down through the end zone. Now, the last one, Coach, hit the uprights, and I think they just did stop shaking from the last one. But this one finds nothing but space in between the twigs.
And Dave, are we going to have a replay, or we're going to keep it here this time?
Let's keep it here, right here, Coach. And you know, I got to hand it to right now that left side in Adrian Childers and Dalton Deloach. They're doing a fantastic job. And as they pull Daniel Green over, the tight end, man, they are total control of the left side of that offensive line. They're doing anything that they want to do right now, and I promise you, they're going to have to stop that before I move my playbook to another page.
Let's see if Jackson Christian adjusts where they kick the football this time. Zach can kick it just about anywhere. Pre-game was brought to you by Great American Sports. The replay sponsors, Mitchell's Body Shop. Jackson State is a corner logo sponsor, and you can get a great education there. Dynamics Physical Therapy takes care of a lot of players, especially the JC players here. And, of course, Jones Chevrolet, a great car dealership in the Blacksmith with all that great tasty food. Go by and see Ian Insulaco, Mr. Patriot, along with Neil from Bradford.
I love me some Blacksmith along with Neil from Bradford.
Yeah, one of these days you and I got to get back down there, Dave, and I eat there.
I tell you what, and I'm getting the salmon. There's no question I'm getting the salmon.
I'm glad you said salmon. Don't put that L in there,
ain't
folks.
No salmon. No, it's salmon.
Here is Zach Cisco approaching the football. This one, boy, it's high, end over end. It's going to come down about the 2. They will have a middle return on, and this is Fargo. He gets by one man, and he gives a stiff arm, gets it all the way out to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Coach, he just ran 60 yards for a 20-yard gain. We chased him totally across the field. I like the change up right there. You cannot give them the same kick every time. They're going to adjust it so that they can get the man they want the ball. And when we do that, go deep, go short, go whatever, they don't have a chance.
And actually it's going to be they take over on their own 27, their third possession. They don't have a first down in the contest, and I hope I don't jinx our defense there.
I don't think so. I think we're
Check
in good
the quarterback.
shape.
It looks like Thetford's back in there.
What?
They're bringing 13 cheers.
Well, what they've done is he had his play armband attached through his belt loop, which you see on Saturdays and Sundays, but it's not allowed on Fridays.
That's right. Dawson in for him. Two wideouts to this side, the H-back over there, and they're going to try Garrison. He cuts it back. He's a good runner. He is capable of breaking at any point. He tries the left side of his line, gets across the 30 down to about the 31 or 2-yard line. We'll see what the spot is.
Yeah, Mr. White right there just did exactly what he was supposed to do, side to side. He skip-stepped all the way over, and as he turned it up, he came up and laid the lumber. 5-yard gain, but, Coach, in this situation, we just keep them in front of us.
2nd and 5. Ball is on the 32-yard line with a slot right. Two men, the H-back a little tighter and more inside, but he's just blocking. There's a quick pass out to the side. Jukes be close to the first down, and let's see if the head broke the plane.
It looks like I can see that the line judge has stepped in, and they're going to give him a first down. I think he just got past it, and right now they are just nibbling, Coach, and that's what they've got to do. They've had everything that they can go wrong for them, and it's not that they're making the mistakes other than the snap. Our defense is forcing them into these mistakes.
That's right. 13 yards passing so far. The chains are being moved. It's 2:37 and counting in the first quarter play, as you can see on the Thompson and Smith Insurance scoreboard clock. Caleb Newsom wanted to come. Now they check the sideline because plays are being signaled in. As you well know, you see all the wideouts. Now, Thetford does the right thing. He addresses his lineman. We've got 3 down linemen. Newsom is really wanting to come, Dave, number 4 over here. And they run away from him and get good yardage again on that first down play to their left side.
Yeah, they're doing they're doing what we were doing, and they keep trying that left-hand side over there. And you know, our linebackers are doing a good job. And right there, you know, just simply we had Eli Smith do his deal and plug that hole up. And, you know, right now we have to just stay calm, stay in your lane, put the rush on, and don't give up the big play.
And that actually was 70 making the tackle for him and for us. And that's Chilton Smith in on defense. 3 down linemen, stand-up linebacker. One of the inside linebackers is coming and chasing out there, hitting him and slowing him down. It's going to be finished off, though, by 34 for us, Brooks Goff. But that looked like Eli Craig shooting through the gap as a linebacker.
Yeah, Eli Craig just busted through the gap and disrupted the play from the very beginning and just allowed Brooks Goff to finish up and run him out of bounds for no gain whatsoever. Great job. We're finding the gaps, Coach, and doing a good job in getting speedy through them.
3rd and 4 as they look. They'll bring their slot to this side. Chairs is back in there as the furthest wide out. They look for something short on this one just to get the first down. Newsom sneaks back in. Can he get in there? He overran the play coming back on it. They've got a receiver who's open. It's going to depend on where the tackle. He breaks it. Good job by the breaking tackle. DeMoss hurls him out of bounds at about the 41 of Jackson Christian.
Yeah, that was a good design play right there. They caught us in a big-time rush from our right side, and as we slanted in to chase the running back, he pulls it out, bootlegs the other way, hits the running back out of the backfield right there for a good gain, as a good play call, actually good defense. It was just a good play call against a good defense.
Rainey Cut broke the tackle. It wouldn't have been a first down had we made the tackle. Now they have moved Sulopek into a wingback type slot. There's a stack out to the left. Thetford still the quarterback. He's back in after taking a hit early. They're going to go, and they've got a receiver, but the receiver and the quarterback, Dave, were not on the same page.
No, and you can see as he drops back to pass right here, he's wanting to hit the wide out that's down here on the bottom of your screen. He takes the one step back to let him release, but when he releases it, you see that the nose of the ball ends up going down, and he never broke to the outside.
That brings up 2nd and 10. Substitutions coming in. I see number 7, Jamison Smith, coming into the ball game for them. Smith has got some speed.
That play clock is slowly winding, but they've got plenty of time.
Yeah, they'll get this one in. Got a slot right, one receiver to the left with a wingback. It's a true wingback. The option play, inside pitch, and that counts as a forward pass. We've got the angle if we will play this one, and we're going to get Smith for a loss, and that is the tackle, Speedy Smith running the football.
Yeah, Coach, watch this linebacker work. You'll see that the reverse comes. We're not going to jump him forward. We're coming sideways, giving him nowhere to turn it up, knocking him out for a 5-yard loss. That is absolute textbook linebacker play.
And that was one of our linebackers, did not see the number. Brings up 3rd and 15, ball on the 47. Let's see if they come back to the play they ran a while ago.
That was Mr. White that got down there and
was
pushed
it White?
him out.
Did a good job. Very good. They don't have Rainey Cut, though, on the field, but he did a good job. They're going to run a stack with Smith and Cheers here on the right side. Wingback is to the right. We're in pass cover. We're only rushing 3, so he's going to have plenty of time as they've got a stalemate. Now he runs. And he's going to get the first down as we let him juke us, and he beat us to the outside. Another first down for the ECS team.
Yeah, 3 down linemen. We come up the field, and then we get caught inside. We're in our lane right there, and he pushes out. We've got 2 linemen on every defensive lineman. And then he just uses his athletic ability and speed to turn it to the outside and get a first down on a 3rd down at 15.
Thedford with 17 yards on that carry for the third down, 48 seconds, as the clock's arrested at 48.4 seconds. They have a nice, tall, wide receiver, Shannon, out to the left over there. Let's see if they work him or if they come slot side. They're going to just go straight ahead. Garrison Reeds gets to the 30, and that's where he stalemated. So a pickup of 1.5 yards.
Coach, and that is a very, very, very good job once again. And we've got to bring one out of the game right here. Cedric Anderson has to come out. He lost his helmet on that play. High school rule says he's got to set one out, but a great job in plugging the middle, holding that to a very short gain.
Cedric 6'2", 330, second season as a starter. And his job is to grab and tackle anything that comes in the A gaps. And don't let anybody run behind the center and right up the middle. It's 2nd and 8 from the 29. They pick up of 2 now with the respot. Garrison dancing. He breaks a tackle and gets close. He gets the first down, and he is going to go all the way 29 yards. And that's poor tackling. I'll just say it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Coach, usually we overrun it right there. Boom, and he makes a move, gets it to the outside. We've got 1, 2, 3 chance. Oh, we've got a major block in the back that was missed. But anyway, he should have been tackled long before he got to that point. Not a good job of tackling. It's very, very arm tackle.
And I know some of our fans don't like it, but it's the truth. I am not going to cover up on things like that. On to kick the extra point should be 21 Vargo, but let's see if he's kicking or they have another. They have another kicker. This is 37. His kick is a line drive, but it looks good, and it is. And it's 21-7 with 10 seconds left in the third quarter of play. And here's the replay of that, and then we'll go to a quick 30-second timeout. And it's good. Let's take that timeout.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more. Your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
We are back live. A nice drive by ECS. They took it on their own 27 and went 73 yards. here, and poor tackling hurt us then, Dave, and we got faked out of our uniforms a couple of times too.
Yeah, we did, and that was a big drive for them because we were about to take this game and put it totally out of reach.
Diego Linnaeus to kick off. Where's 45? It's a nice high kickoff. Comes down to DeMoss. He's got it at the 2. He heads up the middle of the field. He breaks through the hole. There's 2 men got a chance, and an ankle tackle by number 9. That is Noah Wilder.
Good kickoff. It got deep, and it was very high. But, Coach, for some reason, the gaps and the lanes were extremely wide as they were coming down, and we blocked them perfectly. He's one step away from taking that all the way to the end zone. It was really, I'm going to have to, hopefully they won't kick off again, but what we're going to have to do is watch and see those lanes. Don't be surprised if sometime tonight, if they do get to kick off again, if we don't take it to the house.
This should be the last play of the first quarter. And they wind the clock, and Dave, does it not start to the snap?
Yeah, it starts on the snap.
Here it is to Boyd. Boyd will get a couple of really tough yards. ECS defended that one well, and that will end the first quarter of play. It looks like he's going to get 4. Let's take a timeout with Jackson Christian leading on Worthy Road Studios Network 21-7.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better. At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all pre-arranged funerals. So you may have pre-arranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all pre-arranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
We are back here ready for the start of the second quarter. Jackson Christian with a 21-7 lead. Some of our sponsors are Aloha Pool, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Hub City Deli, Live Hydration and Spa. It'll be 1st and 10, Dave, for the Eagles. They want to answer this previous touchdown because that 21-point cushion was good. 14 points is catchable.
Yeah, it is, especially with all the athletes that are on this field on both sides of the ball. So right now we've got to play every single play like it's 0-0 or actually them 7-0 because we cannot take our foot off of it because if we do, they can score quick.
Mosley getting double coverage. Here's the pitch to Boyd. Boyd at the 50 runs into the guy, runs over him, and there's got to be a face mask in there. It was. We'll check it and make sure, but good yardage, and it's going to be a first down. Jackson Christian School.
Watch this kick out block right here. The tight end comes out, and Boyd gets behind him, and bam, he kicks him out. Boyd cuts it up, and he's stuck at the 50. Takes him all the way down to the 42-yard line. Coach, right now, I mean, our weight room and their weight room, we're up our weight room 4, their weight room none.
Let's see if they double cover Mosley again. Now they've gone back to a one-high safety, single coverage on the out people. Here's the handoff. This is Elijah DeMoss. He's rumbling across the 30 and pushed out of bounds at about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line.
Yeah, DeMoss right there. He just takes it in a hiccup. He hits that hole on the right-hand side now. Now we decide that we're going to work over here on the right. And he hits that quick. And by the time everybody looked up, Coach, that man is so fast, he'll tape you before you get hurt.
He's our equivalent to Xander Carroll.
Yes.
He plays multiple positions. He can play quarterback. It's 1st and 10 on the 27. Here we go again. The big man, he breaks one tackle, the 20, the 15, down across the 10, and there he'll be hog-tied and gang tackled at about the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for Jackson Christian.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Clayton Garrison just got a whole handful of DeMoss, and I mean, there was no question whatsoever. He just floored him as he tried to make the tackle. Garrison had to just stand up, shake his hand, and say, man, I don't want none of that Mack truck.
First and goal from the 6. The ball is on the 6-yard line, obviously. Wide side of the field to the left. Boykin and Boyd in the backfield. They will shift. The tight end and H-back go to the right. Single coverage out there, which you have to have. Here's Boyd trying the right side. Will he stand up? Yes. His uniform will be clean.
There's no question right here. You know, we decide we're going right. Look at us switch everybody over to the right-hand side, and we load it up. And then we just hand it to Boyd, and there he goes right, kicking him out. He sees the hole. Great creasing through there. Coach, right now they have no answer to our offense.
This is the best our offense so far has looked all year. To be honest with you, that pass, that laser that was thrown to Roland from Boykin last week may have been the inspiration.
It definitely. I agree.
Kelly to hold. Here's the kick. It's up. It goes down to the tennis courts. Let's take a timeout with the Eagles leading 28-7 on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Zach Cisco to kick off to some they're going to put their 2 receivers together, and they really would prefer that Carroll handle the football, Dave. And then they've got a middleman who's got some good speed right there. I want to say that middleman is 20 Rainey Cut, who, broke some tackles a while ago. We'll check and see. But they've got Carroll back there, and they really want him to catch the football.
Yeah, you're fixing to see the little poochie right now. He ain't going deep to him. He's going to pooch it to one of them 2 up guys standing at the 25-yard line.
And it's in between. It looks like it's going to come down to 9, one of the wideouts, and he'll get a nice return, but it'll only be about the 31-yard line, 32.
Exactly like you draw it up. If you're listening on radio, what he's doing is he's kicking from the 40, he's taking that field goal step, just 2 steps, and he's pooching it straight up, and each time it's dropped down on the numbers of the 20-yard line. I mean directly on the 2 or to the 0, and the up man has got it, and we have definitely corralled him good. Coach, ball's been at the 32 and around in there. It wouldn't hurt if we tried one, kicked it, and if it goes out of bounds, I ain't going to get it, but on the 35.
14, 42, 27, and now the 32, the starting points, a touchdown drive for ECS on that one that started their own 27. 3 men in the backfield, really not a true H-back, and they're going to throw the little quick out and just let him get it. And wow, Carrier lined it up, form tackle time.
Well, hey, I'm going to let this replay speak for itself. He swings it out on the 1 step forward, 1 step back, gets it to him. He throws it hard. He wants to turn it upfield, but pow! Woo! Man, he laid the lumber right there.
What is it Bill Way used to say, the late Bill Way? Mercy, Daddy.
Mercy. Mercy.
2 receivers to the left, 1 wide out to the right. H-back now in true H-back position. Thedford, your quarterback. Long count. Now he'll look over. You always hope that other team will just jump into the neutral zone. Good job with the hands, too. Watch Thedford's hands. Now they're going to bring cuts to the left side, and he has edged out a little bit more like a wingback than an H-back. See what's cooking. 2nd and 7, but they're going to give on the overload side, cutting it back, and that's the reason he's such a good runner. Makes a good runner run out of it down to the 40, picks up about 6 yards.
Yeah, starts out to that left side, and it was nothing there at all, so he cuts it back across the middle, and we have to chase him down from behind. But, Coach, the other thing that happens when you're getting that call on a 40-second play clock, and 30 of it is you looking at it, those linemen put their hands down. They cannot pull that hand off of the ground. So they're stuck in their stance. Right now, they're just hands on the knees. But on the last one, every one of them had already put their three-point stance hand down, and they had to stay there.
And Dave, my lineman, told me when I was coaching offense that their legs stiffen up like that.
Yes.
They're young, but they're resilient. Fake bootlegging it to the left to Thedford. He lofts it. He's got a receiver. Just overthrows Vargo, his target here at about the 35 of Jackson Christian. It'll be 4th and 2, and I'm almost betting money they go for it.
Well, you know, he rolls this thing out to the left, and he's wanting to hit his man in the flats, but we've got him covered. He tries to drop it over the defensive receiver, but there's no way in the world that's going to happen. Good defense all the way around right now. And, Coach, you're right. I think that they feel like they have got to score with us because they're not going to stop us.
It's 4th and 2. They bring Vargo to the left. Dawson is far to the right. I don't see the slot man's number. Cutts is in the backfield, and this time Thedford goes under center. Anderson in the zero gap to the left of the center. And you don't think they're trying no play timeout, do you, Dave? I don't think they are. I think they're going to get a call. I haven't seen the signals from the sideline.
Yeah, certainly he wasn't going to run a snap, and now
No
the
play
Eagles from
timeout.
ECS are going to call timeout.
They take a timeout. We're going to take a no-play timeout here on the Worthy Road Studios Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
And we are back here with Jackson Christian leading 28-7, 10:05. Dave, I'm going to check on something, your assessment of the contest to this point. You got a little trivia.
Yeah, right now, you know, we are controlling the offense, and we've put them in a big-time situation. Now they have run the punter out, but we've got to watch because they've got a very dangerous up man that it could get snapped to.
We'll talk about that. It looks like USJ leading 14-7 on Carter Smith's first interception of the year for the Hardin County quarterback. He had not thrown one in previous games. Had 11 touchdowns. It's short snap. We called it. Let's see if our dog linebacker, Caleb Newsom, is going to finish it off. What an effort by Caleb.
Well, and I'll tell you right now that play looked like he had the middle. And as we see it right here, if he would have kept going, he possibly would have had a chance. But the minute that he decided to get around outside, mistake, because the royal blue, silver-domed helmet, Jackson Christian Eagles do the job and take the ball in ECS territory.
At the ECS 38-yard line. And David's trivia involves what have we done on all our possessions? We'll let you explain that one after we get this play off, Dave.
You got it.
And let's see right now the coverage coming out slow. Carroll's going to be single covering Banky, and they're really looking inside. Right now, you could have Lance Rowland opened, and they're throwing toward he got bumped, but it's just a little excuse me bump, and we didn't read the same route that time, I don't think.
No, receiver decided he was going to turn that into a post and cut it in, and Boykin thought that he was taking it to the corner of the end zone. There was a bump, but the only reason is because we tried to cut it in and we bumped him. So, you know what, but I'll take that. You just overthrow it. And, Coach, for the trivia, it's very, very, very simple, and somebody can text us if they want to. Bottom line is how many times and how many possessions have we scored on?
That's a good one. Here's the pitch to Mosley with Boyd lead. Boyd got a run-through block on the man. We at the 30, down to the 25, maybe the 26 is where they're going to say they knocked him out of bounds, and a pickup of at least 12 yards.
Watch this run-through block that Coach called perfectly. Boyd is out in front. He gets the ball. Bang, he goes through him. He takes on the next one, and I'll guarantee you Mosley right there said, keep on going, Cam.
And give him 13 on that carry. Making hay while the sun shines. Mosley go back to the slot with Lance Rowland just outside of him. Banky is going to go in motion. It's not the jet sweep. Quarterback sprints. We've got a receiver in the end zone. Pass underthrown a little bit. Rowland comes back for it. That's got to be Lance Rowland because I recognize the way he catches the football.
Well, this is a touchdown in the end of it, but this is not the pass that we want to throw right here. He is moving on his back foot, and throws a fluttering duck down through there, and just so happened the defense falls down. We get the touchdown, but that is a situation that I'm sure Coach Darby in the film session is going to show maybe we ought not do that.
Even sprinting to your left, y'all, there are some instructions being given right now by Darby. And in Grant's defense, he's explained the problem is the young man has a cannon for an arm. Here's the kick. It's up. It's gonna play tennis. We got more footballs playing tennis than there are tennis players down there, Dave.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what you got to understand is that tennis court's 30, 35 yards beyond the fence. The fence is 7 yards beyond the upright. He's kicking that ball.
Yeah, we better take a timeout. Let him and us both rest. You're listening to Worthy Road Studios with Jackson Christian up 35-7.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit.
And we are back. As you see, our fine kicker, Zach Cisco. Now, he uses that tee. I never got to have one like, it's got like a little hole in it, and then it's got the two uprights that hold the football. I see Carroll is one of the deep men. We'll check the other one. It's usually Vargas back there, Vargo, actually. It is John Vargo. Up man, we'll check him out. They've changed the way they received it. Here's one heading towards the sideline. Vargo will get it to 15. He'll head for a middle return. We got to stay in our lanes and be disciplined. And we have stood him up and looked like Greco-Roman wrestling there at the 26-yard line.
Well, they're doing everything they can to get their athletes, get the ball in their athletes' hands, and they're disguising their kickoff return. But I'll tell you what, they get better return from the up guys than they do right now from the ones that are so dangerous.
I thought Bates and Mason Vaughn, who's the fine freshman running back / quarterback, was in on that tackle. There was one more gentleman, and my apologies for missing him, but we don't want to. They'll send a slot, and they've got a different man. 35 is Truitt in the slot over the far side. They want to throw over there. They did get the man that curled and posted up in the middle, and he's broken a couple of tackles and going to get about 8 or 9 yards on the pass play.
Yeah, he drops back in this situation, and he is going to find William Cheers, and as he throws into the hook right there at the 30, he turns it upfield. We do have another missed tackle. We missed another one, Coach, and they get it really close, get the first down.
Well, they said they got it.
Got to wrap up. Got to wrap up.
So
as
the
Coach
fourth
Majors
first
would
down.
say, wrap up, young man.
Yes.
Wrap up.
I had a coach one time tell me to untie the guy's shoelaces. I don't know about that.
Look, Coach.
Here we go. 1st and 10 on the 37 of ECS. They give and dancing, and what a running back. I like this young man. I know why he has those 100-yard-plus games. Is Clayton Garrison.
Yeah, Clayton Garrison just ducked his head and started to plow ahead and then realized there wasn't nothing in front of him but air. And when he looked up, he was 9 yards down the field. And we finally do get him down, but a good gain on first down. They look like they're stringing some plays together right now.
Well, his feet had the precision of a ballerina then. They've got their big wide out, Deuce Shannon, and I do mean Deuce
He's
over
a
here.
specimen.
He is big. He's on the smallest man on the field, Jack Collins, with coverage. They're going to look the other way, and they've got a guy straight down the field in that seam, and it's a first down and more as Carrier makes the tackle.
Yeah, you'll see number 35 in that slot position on the top of the screen, and he's going to release and then just curl in. And a good job to throw it right over the head of the linebackers, and he hits him right down the middle into the seam for a very, very good gain. And we're going to get a timeout. Jackson Christian, Coach.
Jackson Christian calls a timeout. We're going to take one and come back with the score 35-7 here in the second quarter.
At McCoy's Heating and Air, we realize there are more than enough things to worry about on a day-to-day basis. With our new 10-year all-inclusive package, your home comfort doesn't have to be one of them. For one low monthly payment, you can purchase a brand new York unit with full maintenance and repair coverage for 10 years with approved credit. No hassle, no stress, just complete coverage for your comfort and convenience. Contact McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your free new AC estimate today.
And our coaches want to talk about the pass coverage. Unofficially, I have Thetford, their quarterback, 7 for 10 for 73 yards, picking up 26. They bring the slot to the left side here, and they found the seam. Now they've moved Mosley into one-on-one coverage with Sulapek, the slot man, and I thought they got an early jump on the far side. Somebody moved.
Yeah, that is going to be called on the receivers on that right-hand side. But, Coach, you know who that's on? The center.
Yep.
He did not snap the ball when it was supposed to go because you don't have that many people dodging off that line of scrimmage at the same time and without knowing the ball needed to be snapped.
Yeah, something. David, could you say something was wrong there? It brings up 1st and 15.
It looked right.
I honestly believe they've got the same play on. They did not change the call. I thought I saw movement again, but
it was quick.
They hit right at the yard marker, and the receiver fights for every yard he can down to about the 25 from the 33. We push him back. We'll see where forward progress is marked.
They're going to mark him at the 25, so they're going to gain back 9 of the yardage that was lost and get it inside the stakes to be 2nd down and 8. And, Coach, in looking at that play, it did not look like the receiver was expecting that, and all of a sudden, boom, it was on him. And he reached up, snatched it out of the air, and turned it upfield for a few yards.
2nd and about 8. Wide side of the field to the left. Thetford still in at quarterback. That's Wilson Thetford. Does a great job throwing the football. Has some nifty moves, too, and he's going to sprint to his left. Looking, he's got a blocker pursued by Caleb Deuce. Ball is thrown a little low and outside.
Yeah, you see him as he turns to his left. He's going to roll left. Right-handed quarterbacks that do this, you have got to get your hips pointed forward, and you'll see that his stays sideways on that throw, even actually back. If you're going to put any kind of juice on that and have any accuracy, Coach, you've got to get that front hip turned. That's why it's so hard for a right-hander to throw good precision bullets rolling to his left.
Deuce Shannon will be wide out here to the left. This is 4-down territory. Even if they don't pick it up, they will go for it on 4th down. Waiting the signal to be in there. Garrison in the backfield with him. One receiver to the right. Mosley has the slot receiver now. He's been playing some one high. Little pressure. Throws the football. And it's not going to be a 1st down, but nice pickup. That was thrown to number 13, William Cheers.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress to about the 22-yard line. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And, Coach, a name that you may have heard around this area, Mr. Gilchrist, Will Gilchrist from Hardin County. Coach Gilchrist's son, played for Memphis, is over on that ECS bench coaching as they're putting this call in.
They are. They're going for it. It's 4th and 4 on the Jackson Christian 22.
They're 0 for 1. Let's do it.
We'll show 3 down linemen. They're not going to go no play time out here, although they will make an attempt at drawing us off. Hands are very nicely by Thetford. It comes to him. He sprints left. He's got a receiver. It's off. It's complete. Down inside the 10-yard line. We'll get the exact spot on it in a minute.
Yeah, they let the rub happen here is all it did. They're going to take the outside receiver and cut him right across the middle right there. And actually, that is a pick play that looks really, really, really like it was a designed route. But that is a illegal but legal pick play because you can't call it. Good execution of that, and that has become a mainstay on Saturday and Sunday, and now it's creeping its way into the Friday night lights.
And it is, and it's obvious to everybody but the officials. That
well,
it's
it's obvious to them, but if you don't block, you can't call it.
And sometimes you just tell your people to run into it. 1st and goal. They give to Clayton. He's bouncing off people. It looks like Chilton Smith's going to lock him up about the 9-yard line. Let's see if they give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, look at Chilton Smith right here, Coach. This is a wrap-up. You see this as he comes, and he cuts across, and he slings him back down. So we're still in the goal, but they're outside of the 10.
2nd and goal. Loss on that play. Getting the play signaled in from the sideline. Okay, they've got cuts in there along with, now they'll go stack out there, makes it a little tougher. Also creates a running lane. Caleb Newsom will have to keep people on his inside arm, the dog linebacker wearing number 4. Now it looks like ECS wants a timeout. Dave, tell you what we'll do. We'll take a timeout and come back for the 2nd and goal from the 10.
At Alive Hydration Drip Spa, we offer top-of-the-line IV nutritional therapy, which has a wide variety of health benefits, from immune system boosters and skin care, fatigue, energy, and even hangover relief. You can be sure we have an IV blend that's right for you. All of our blends are administered by one of our experienced nurses in a spa setting to ensure you leave feeling re-energized and refreshed. Give us a call or visit our website to book your appointment today. We have what it takes to make you feel alive again at Alive Hydration Drip Spa.
And we are back here at Jackson Christian School. It is 2nd and goal from the 10. 4:29 to go. Our Warriors on the Eagles. Both teams are Eagles trying to hold on here defensively for Jackson Christian School. ECS wants to score as quick as possible. Jackson Christian would like to at least make them use up a lot of time at 4th down. We're in a timeout. Remind you that this broadcast brought to you by Snookums Restaurant and Lifestyle Vision, Lonnie Cobb Ford, Nest Realty, Arrington Funeral Directors, Bank of Jackson, and here is ECS, Dave.
Yeah, this is a big down for us. We want to force them into 3rd here.
Man coverage, one high safety, though. And there's one thrown in the back of the end zone. Mosley, did he get it? Yes, he did. No, they say it went out of bounds catching it, but it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, as you see Mosley here, he'll come back, and the throw goes deep. He's trying to hit him in the corner. Mosley has to spin around right here, and he just almost gets his hand on it, but at the last second, it slips out. So, Coach, you were asking, are you a good Eagle or a bad Eagle?
That's a good question.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
I don't know.
I'm not a witch.
I like the guys in blue myself, but ECS, a very fine football team.
Stephanie said, I got my broom.
Now, we've got still with 3 down linemen. It looks like Cedric has moved back into that 0 gap on the left shoulder of the center. Stand-up dog linebacker, Caleb Newsom out to the right. It's going to be a passing play. It's a quick passing play, and that one is incomplete. That one was a rifle shot.
Yeah, he just took one step back, and he released his slot man on the left side right across the middle on a slant. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to go for this, Coach.
Oh,
but
they have to.
You know, in the last that I have kept up with, the last 12 plays have all been passes. They have pretty much abandoned the running game, knowing that front line was not going to be moved, and that works in our favor right now because – as John Ward once said, there's only 3 things can happen on a pass, and 2 of them are bad.
That's right. Now, you will see one of ECS's 5 best plays right here because they have to have the touchdown at this point in time. Because another touchdown would make it a running clock if Jackson Christian gets another one, and they don't.
I think you're going to see a timeout here is what you're going to see.
And another timeout has been called. Jackson Christian leads 35-7. It's 4th and goal from the 10. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the Jackson Christian Worthy Road Studios Network.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back. Dave, the quarterback, Wilson Thedford, he is 10 for 16 unofficially. We'll get official stats at halftime from Greg Armour, the great statistician of Jackson Christian.
And Coach, totally away from football, but I have to say this is I was just captured by it this morning. But obviously, as it goes back and you watch the replay of this, we lost the Queen this morning, Queen of England. Queen Elizabeth passed away. I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody does things with pageantry, it's the British.
Yeah,
they have got some pageantry.
10 days of mourning, but we are back here with 4th and goal from the 10. A big play. Thedford's still in at quarterback. Garrison the running back. I see Xander Carroll in the slot. He'll go in motion like a jet sweep, but they're going to overload the right side. They want to throw into the left side of the end zone, and the pass isn't caught. It's going to be, could he pull it in?
Wow. Look at this extension on his arm right here in the corner of the end zone. They just release him towards the post, and then he's going to cut it out. He extends that arm, and he almost pulls it in, but the knee hitting jarred his body, and it popped it out. Coach, 0 for 2 on 4th down.
And held on 4th down, and the ball will come back out to the 10-yard line, 90 yards away from pay dirt, but we're not interested in pay dirt. We're interested in holding on to the football and making yardage and get a couple of first downs here and eat some clock.
No matter whether or not we score or not, and obviously we do want to score, but no matter whether we score or not, we do not want them to touch the ball again this half.
That's right. We do not want to punt to Xander Carroll either. Here's Boykin in the backfield with Boyd, and they're going to give – Boyd punches through a hole that I couldn't have gotten through, and he's out across the 35. That hole closed, and he still got through there. Of course, I'm wider than Cam.
Yeah, you can look at this right here. He just hands it off. He hits the middle and disappears. Where'd he go? There he is. He popped out on the other side, turns on the Jets, and they just luckily slowed him down enough where they can run him down from behind. But I'm telling you, Coach, big first down play when we needed it.
And that's 9 first downs in the contest. Looks like Banky and Mosley to the right here. They're going to give to that's DeMoss. He jukes. He's going to be tackled. Get a 1-yard gain, and what's that coming in late?
This is a hold, and you're going to see it as we get the release here from the outside lineman. Watch him. He turns right here. The back does, and he's got 9. Oh, he's got 9. I think he had 9. Good job of blocking. I'm going to be okay with that. I don't like penalties, but that is not a dumb penalty. That is a working man's penalty, and sometimes if you're going hard, you're going to get that.
That's going to take it back and make it 1st and 20. The ball on our 25-yard line. The even worse part of it is it keeps the clock from running.
Yeah, it does, but you know what? It's still first down, so we get whatever went on that play, and we get to run the down again. So
DeMoss in there.
Actually, they're going to roll it back. That's right. It was a live clock running, live clock stopping.
That's good. Here we go. Boykin this time, and somebody got through there, and that somebody, his hat's off, but 71, Gabe Moss, was through there, and he blew the play up.
And watch this. Boykin does a great job here. This is where you have to just tip your hat, and he knows, don't throw that ball. Eat it. Take it, live to play another play at 2nd down instead of any type of fumble or an interception. Now, that's a smart quarterback. That's what you have to do. He's learning every week.
2nd and 27, ball back on the 18, and we need to get some forward action. Even if we don't get a first down, we've got to get we're still closer than I want to be to the shadow of that goal line. Here's the delayed handoff to Boyd. Boyd running like a demon out of there, and he knew he had more, and a ankle tackle got him down at about the 28.
Yeah, you'll see
29.
Boyd. He does the same thing. They're going to go up the middle, and the little man gets through there really big and turns the Jets right here, and just a shoestring tackle to stop him, or he turns that into a big gain.
A big 3rd and 7 possession down. It's 3rd and 17 from our own 28. Do you dial up Mosley, who has been double covered a lot in the second half? They'll have a safety. They'll have 21. Vargo eyeballing him now. He's going to come with him on the pitch. We did not get the man blocked, and he's got Jalen hemmed up against the sideline out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, that's when you wish Jalen would have been able to keep it in bounds. And it looked for a second there, Coach, like he was fitting to pull up and throw it. And if he would have, it would have been the play of plays, because their entire secondary had just committed to stopping that sweep. So the biggest thing here is clock stops. We've got to get this punt away and get it away good and get down, stay in your lanes. make a good coverage.
Now they've got Vargo back, but they are fixing to rush a very quick Xander Carroll, and the block on him is going to be very important. And they did, and he actually wound up covering the wide receiver. And Zach Cisco put this one into orbit. And hustling down there is number 8, Blake Rowland, to make sure that that ball has no chance of getting in the end zone.
Look at that. Look at that. That is a tight spiral that lands 25 yards beyond where the receiver was to receive that punt. All he did was turn around and watch that thing tail drag all the way down inside the 10. Man, what a great time for a phenomenal punt.
ECS 91 yards away from a score. They have 2 minutes and 7 seconds to engineer that. We know they have used 2 of their timeouts, and Dave, they may have used all 3 of theirs.
I think that they have. That's the one thing about this scoreboard that's hard is it does not say the timeouts. I know that they've used 2. I'm with you on that, Coach. I know they've used 2. There may have been a third. I can't remember if it was them
2
or us.
in that last drive where we held on 4 plays. And they have shown that they can throw the football. Wilson Thetford, a very fine throwing quarterback. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him. They're going to try Garrison, though, and Garrison gets good yardage down to the 15-yard line, and that is a fine young running back.
Well, they know for sure that they get the ball back to start the second half of this game, and the last thing they want to do is something crazy in a 35-7 game and turn it over. But you know that in this situation, they're going to have to try something deep across the middle.
Now, again, it worries me. It's better. Carrier's got better size because when Jack Collins is on, he was giving away a whole foot to the wide out 24. Quick pass play. And I'm going to tell you what they're setting us up for, Dave. They got the first down, but did you see how the receiver, number 7, didn't go down the field?
Never moved.
You're going to see a version of the hook and lateral.
I think so. I think you're setting it up right, Coach, because he literally stood there because I wondered why our defensive back didn't move, and it was because he didn't move.
And 12 for 18 passing and another first down for them. They have 7 in the contest. A little working room at the 30. And there's the short pass with the block. And, again, they're going to get – I don't think he made it, but I bet they gave him the spot on the roll.
Now, they're going to say he got to the 40, that's what he needed to do. That's going to be a first down because the ball was spotted at the 30, and now they get first. It's going to stop the clock. And now they're winding it. Coach, we got to get some defense.
Yeah, we've got to get some 13 for 19 now throwing the football, if my stats are right. Here's Thetford cranking up. He's got a receiver out there, too. It's just wise decision. You see Carrier avoid the contact and everything.
He sure did, and he got turned around. It looked like he was landing an airplane out there. The receiver did. He turned to the inside, and the ball was thrown to his outside shoulder at about the 25-yard line. But a great job at that point of our receiver to get the hands up and to stay in stride, turn the head around so he doesn't get a cheap pass interference call.
Now, they've got the setup they want. They've got Jack Collins on the big wide out.
5'8" versus 6'8",
yeah, Deuce
right?
Shannon, and Deuce is anything but a Deuce. He is a large young man. Looks like a NFL wide out. They're going right side, though. They're trying to get the first down. They get out of bounds with the pitch and catch.
Well, they're going to nickel and dime it down through here, and I like the way that we've gone too deep in the safeties, and our defensive backs are playing 5 yards off. I mean, you know, that we'll give them the 5. They can just keep a little with 40 seconds left and no timeouts, I don't believe.
1st and 10, yeah, and they're 49 yards away from pay dirt. Let's see, Caleb is actually Newsom, the dog linebacker, is going to get out here in coverage. He's going to take the short flat out here. They're going to crank the javelin across the middle. And that one was a bullet intended for 88, but it got past him before he was ready.
Yeah, they released the tight end across the middle trying to get deep. And, Coach, we're going to get a timeout here. We got a cramp standing back there by Pete. He just looked at Pete and said, man, Joey Carr goes, my muscle ain't supposed to do this, Mr. Ref. Could you get somebody out here to help me? So here they come, Coach.
Which one you betting on, pickle juice or mustard?
By gosh, you know what? If you took a little mustard, spoonful of mustard, mix it in with a good dill pickle juice.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to get that high rolling butter. Get that high rolling butter.
While they work
Just
on that,
drink it.
and we've got a timeout, and we're going to go get some mustard and pickle juice, too.
Actually,
you're
I want a
listening to
Kramer
Worthy Roads.
salt tablet.
David's going to get me. Well, I'll pass on those salt tablets. We'll be back after this timeout.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
We are back with it, 35-7. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 49 of Jackson Christian School. ECS with it. Dave, what ECS got to do to get a score on here?
Well, they need – I don't know exactly, the kicker that kicked off the game looked like he had a good leg, but I'm going to say that they're going to have to get to at least the 20 or 25 before they're even going to take a think of it. But right now – if I'm ECS, I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. If they're going to give me 5-10 yards at a pop, I'm going to go ahead and try to get that ball down to the 20 or 25-yard line with maybe 15 seconds left where I can take 2 shots at the end zone. Now, defensively, you got to kind of do the same thing. You cannot get beat over the top. You can't give anything up over you. If you let them chip away and they get it, great. Okay, that's what they got, and now it's 35-14. But if you let them get it over the top, you've just busted your defensive coverage.
Absolutely. Let's see. Looks like 75 Kyle Christensen will come in for Joey, and Joey's played a lot of plays. And I can tell you right now, folks, that old gastrocnemius muscle is as hard as a rock. Daniel Green has checked in, the big tight end, who also plays linebacker. And we're going with 2 down linemen and the dog linebacker. I'm betting Caleb's coming, though. They fake. Here's Thedford wanting to throw across the middle. Almost intercepted. Jalen got it off the bounce, though.
Yeah, he did, and it was definitely an attempt to get it over, and our linebackers are deep right now. I don't think you're going to be able to throw over our linebackers, but they may be able to come on a crossing pattern in front of the linebackers and maybe get something moving side to side. But right now the linebackers are so deep, and nobody's getting beat deep, Coach. So
3rd and 10 with 28.9 seconds left. And our big linebacker, Daniel Green, is in there. Let's see where he's out there with some of the tall people. Mosley is easing off in the defense. They're going right again. They like that right side. Good catch over there. Going out of bounds is number 13. And let's see, that is Cheers, who's a good receiver, but it should be 4th and 1, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and short, and there's no doubt they're going for this. If they miss it, I'm sure you'll see Jackson Christian take a knee, but this is a big play. We want to take their scoring hopes away from them right here and send them to the locker room disappointed.
Here it is, a big, they say 4th and 2 in the proper spot by the officials. Do they try Garrison with 23 seconds, or you got to throw it, Dave, and get out of bounds?
You got to throw it and get out of bounds.
Wide out to the right is off the line of scrimmage, and it's thrown into the ground. Incomplete. Jackson Christian will take over with 18 seconds.
Yeah, once again, you see the young man for ECS rolling to his left, and he throws the ball with his right hand with his front hip literally facing his own end zone back in the back, and you cannot throw a football like that. You got to swivel those hips.
That's right.
To
Even
get
with a
something
cannon
on it.
foot arm,
it doesn't matter, and that's what we did on the touchdown pass. Is we threw it off the back foot. And, that is the biggest thing that they teach in quarterback camps is get your body in position to throw the ball.
You ever seen Archie Manning, his son Peyton, and then Eli swivel their hips? Oh, Archie was better than his sons.
Yes, he was. And when he would roll out left, he would almost come to that complete stop, or he would do that pirouette crossover and straighten them up.
The less ball handling, the better with 18.7 seconds left. Ball on the 41, Jackson Christian taking it over. They are looking for all of it. Boykin wants to wind it up. He's going to sail it out of bounds. And a good catch by one of the managers or trainers on the sideline. That's a trainer.
That was surprising.
I love it. Riverboat gambling here.
Absolutely. Hey, we got 6 and 8s are wild right now.
And that is not grounding there. The
No.
rule now in high school, you outside the pocket like that, you can toss it. You could throw it up here, and David could catch it through this window.
National federations call it. They can throw it out of bounds to save yardage.
And I have seen Grant Boykin accurate enough to throw it through this window and let Dave catch it.
I don't know if I'd catch it. I'm be ducking, Coach.
Oh, Dave, you got good hands.
Yeah, I do. Back when I was 20. Some people say I do.
Second and 10 on the 41. Quick out to Mosley with one blocker, and good. They got the hips. The clock time will probably run out, but Mosley's still running with the football at the 30, the 25, the 20. It's an angle foot race. Carroll, he is going to beat Carroll for a touchdown. Jackson Christian.
Well, I'll do my best to explain this, is that he ends up throwing the ball out into the flats. And soon as he gets it out into the flats, Mosby takes it, runs to the 50, cuts it to the hash, goes all the way into the middle of the field, then cuts it left, and it is an absolute foot race to the corner of the pylon, and he just outruns everybody. That is back-breaking for ECS.
Yes, it is, and that puts it up. That'll be a running clock when we come back, Dave. Cisco on to attempt the extra point. If his last name was Grammatica, I'd say Automatica. Zach Cisco with the extra point. It's 42-7. I'll tell you what, let's take our halftime timeout with the Eagles of Jackson Christian leading the Eagles of ECS 42-7 at halftime.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise, and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Tired of being seen and not heard? At Lifestyle Vision, we believe in patient-centered quality eye care for West Tennessee, which is why we are locally owned and operated. Come see us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or schedule an appointment anytime online. Lifestyle Vision, where compassion meets commitment.
We are back at a game that we thought would be a white knuckler because ECS has had two big wins coming off a loss to AAA Innsworth. And right now, other than one touchdown, it has been all Jackson Christian School. Boyd opened the scoring, then Mosley. Mosley scores again. I'll give you the exacts on it. Boyd came back and scored in the second quarter. Rowland caught a 25-yard touchdown pass, and then the 59-yard run by Mosley with no time left gives us the 42 points for Jackson Christian. Garrison had a really nice run of 29 yards in the first quarter for their score, and he is a fine running back. We are waiting Greg Armour and the halftime stats, and I wanted to tell Candace Rowland I appreciate her research and effort. I want to talk about the golf team for a minute while we're waiting for Greg Armour. The golf team is really good. Pete Andrioni and Jared Smith coach that team. Brady Webb has signed with Freed. Braden Riddle has signed with Freed. Dylan Young is being looked at. He's going to he's already been admitted to school, but he's going to be talking with UNA about the possibility of a scholarship. I think Murray State has taken some looks at him, and he just because you're accepted doesn't mean you have to go. And let's see, what else have I got? Also, Preston Smith and Elijah Miller. There's 2 freshmen on there, Brady and Nolan Smith, and some of these kids do a real good job. They score in the 70s and 80s, Dave, in high school golf. That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's real good.
I mean,
real good.
I was happy if I shot 70 on the first 9. I can shoot my age on the first 9.
I shot 69 today.
Yeah, but that was on 18.
No, yeah, it was.
Dave's a very good golfer. You know, we have some high school girls, Sydney Julian, and Annalise's last name escapes me, but she plays on the golf team. They're very good young female golf. But again, wanted to get that information, and 2 have signed. Dylan is looking at a couple of schools, and I'm going to go ahead and mention that Murray is I got some inside information on talking to him about school, and he wants to study, I believe, safety engineering. Murray's got a real good program. Now, UNA, great school, University of North Alabama. We've had, matter of fact, Will Cisco's down there right now. Not playing, but Will is there. And who knows, Will may go back out. David Cisco, I haven't seen him tonight. He's usually here. If you're not Dave, Darby Palmer's parents always listen to us. And we've got a lot of great listeners out there. And haven't had an update on USJ. And while we're waiting for Greg, you got any scores for us, Dave?
I do. We've got, in a good one, Union City 21, Trinity Christian 19. That score is at the half.
That
Coach.
tells me that young running back for for Trinity Christian has put some mileage on his legs.
He surely has. And right now, Franklin Road Academy 32, Columbia Academy 7. They are getting a big-time handful.
Franklin Road is loaded.
They are. And South Gibson is over Kirby 21-0. And the only other one I have that would be anywhere close to here is Huntington 12, Riverside 7, Haywood 28, Lexington 7. And holy smokes, Munford 23, Dyersburg, no score.
No surprise there.
No surprise.
I thought they would steamroller. Munford's got a couple of really fine athletes and a whole good team. They're well coached this year, and they have cow-tromped a couple of people, too.
Yes, they have. And as you're looking, Coach, as we're talking, are we going to be able to show we're not going to be able to show it, I don't think, but you can see the actual setup right now as you're looking at it.
Let me explain that. We've been asked not to show it until they go to competition.
Correct.
And evidently scouting of band shows has come into play even in the band business.
It is, and the way things have changed is now pretty much the band, the way that it's done now, it's almost a show the way that it is set up. And this is the greatest, littlest band in West Tennessee, and I'll be glad when we can show it, but right now I don't think we can.
It won't be until after a contest day.
Right, and I don't think that they've had their contest yet, so we will break away. We're trying to find out right now real quick whether or not we can show this.
Well, I know what you can show. The man with the plan, the Tower of Power, the man that's got a writer's cramp, needs some mustard and pickle juice. And Dave's going to take off. And Greg Armour, world's greatest statistician, is here. He also does plenty of other things besides give advice to the coaches, as he also coaches the middle school team along with Coach Jones. And Dave, you want mine, or you want to? Dave's going to take a break tonight. Impressive. That's the only word I've got for it. Tell us the story.
I'll tell you it was. Let's start for Jackson Christian. We had 9 first downs in the passing department. Gage was attempted 10, completed 6 for 228 yards and 3 TDs. In the receiving department, Jay Mosley has 4 catches for 169 yards. In the rushing department, we rushed 17 times for 148 yards. Leading rushers, Cam Boyd had 10 rushes for 84. Elijah DeMoss had 2 for 37. Jay Mosley had 4 for 34. We punted once for a 62-yard average. Had 1 penalty for 10 yards. For ECS, they had 9 first downs. They attempted 26 passes, completed 14 for 147 yards. In the rushing department, they rushed 15 times for 71 yards. Their leading rusher is number 6. He had 10 carries for 56 yards. They had 2 punts, but one of them was a bad snap for average of 57 yards.
Absolutely. And touchdowns, they only have one. That was by Garrison, actually. Clayton Garrison, 29-yard run at the 10. I got 10.7. That can't be. Yeah, it was 10.7.
Yep.
That's right, 10.7. Now, I'll let you highlight the touchdowns. You do such a good job. We got a bunch of them. I'll probably have to get you a Diet Coke or something over here after you get through giving touchdowns.
Well, in the first quarter, Cam Boyd on a 3-yard run. Kick was good by Zach Cisco. Still in the first quarter, Jalen Mosley on a catch for 76 yards. Extra point was good by Zach Cisco. Still in the first quarter, Jay Mosley on a 1-yard run. Kick was good by Zach Cisco. Second quarter was a pass to Lance Rowland of 25 yards. Kick was good by Zach Cisco. In the second quarter, Cam Boyd had a catch, had a run of 6 yards. Kick was good by Zach Cisco. And then our last touchdown was a pass from Gage to Mosley of 59 yards. Zach Cisco on the extra point.
And that was as time ran out in the first half of play.
That's correct.
Jalen Mosley does Swan Lake on there as it looked like a ballet as he went through the blockers, or either I got a text that said it looked like Jalen was a hot butter knife going through there because he ran through, around, and over some people.
Yep, he ran through some would-be tacklers.
Your thoughts on the first half, and then what have we got to do in the second half, Greg?
Well, we just got, we've had some good executions in the first half. We just have to keep playing our ball, and, they're going to come out and pass the ball. And as you notice, they had 26 passes in the first half, so I figure they're going to come out slinging it in the second half.
That is more than I've seen an ECS team throw in years.
Of course, this being a 42-7 contest, we have a running clock starting the third quarter.
I like that. But they get the football to start out with. Any defensive adjustments you see?
I think we just need to stay in our lanes and get a little bit more pressure on the quarterback.
Now, being honest with you, Jack is a great defender. Jack Collins gives you all he's got and more sometimes. That big old kid on the outside on him's got a foot on him.
Yeah.
And it worries me because they didn't really work that way. The one time they worked to the big kid, I think we either had Carrier or Jalen was over there.
Yeah.
And now Jack's quick, and I'm going to tell you what, if you underthrow or make a mistake, Jack pick it off and take it all the way.
He can take it to the house. That's correct.
He can. What's you heard anything yet about Joey Carr because he had that huge cramp?
I hadn't heard anything. I think it was just a leg cramp.
Have a feeling the IV bags are out in the dressing room.
Could possibly be.
And Gage Boykin, I think, other than one play, and Gage as usual here from
he had that one interception, but we stripped it away and got the fumble recovery.
Wasn't that great play by Mosley to get a fumble recovery?
Yep.
And we took it right on down. Didn't phase us. Gage is having a good – you know what? I think he has thrown the ball better since he zipped that one to Zach Rowland in the Columbia no-contest game.
Yeah.
Isn't it a shame that stat doesn't count? People have watched that highlight play on the replays on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page, and it's very, very important. And I'm going to say something. The Rowlands have given a lot. Dylan Young, that's on the golf team, that we talked about him because we've already had 2 that we mentioned in this broadcast that signed. Dylan's looking to sign. He is the cousin of the Rowland boys. And, we forget about Blake sometimes. Blake's the guy that covered that punt down on the 9-yard line.
That's correct. Yeah.
Caleb Newsom having another great day as the dog linebacker.
Yeah, he's getting a little pressure.
And people don't understand Big Cedric's role. Big Cedric's role is to do what he's doing. You tackle everybody in the 2-0 gaps, or if it comes up the middle, and you occupy more than one block.
Gaps, that's right.
That's right, and he's doing good. Anybody else you want to highlight?
No, I think that's pretty much, we've covered it pretty much, Joe.
Offensive line doing a pretty fair job tonight,
offensive
too.
line doing a good
we don't
job.
give those kids enough credit, and we'll read you those. Tell you what we will do is we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, and don't forget, Greg will have all the important stats after the ball game too. We've got the best color man, we got the best stat man, we got the best ladies running our broadcast, the best camera people. We still have Paul Schultze, and I'm teasing Paul. We love Paul to death, and you get stuck with me, but we'll be back after this timeout.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bedbugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Looking for a new and exciting career? At Jackson State Community College, we offer nationally recognized, top-rated programs designed to greenlight your career for success. With courses available in the health sciences, nursing, computer technology, and much more, your next step towards a career starts here at Jackson State. Learn how Jackson State Community College can greenlight your future at greenlightyourfuture.com.
And welcome back to Ronnie Fowler Stadium on the campus of Jackson Christian School in Jackson, Tennessee, where at the half, your Jackson Christian School Eagles lead the ECS Eagles 42-7 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the half. Right now, the crowd is being major entertained by what I'll call the biggest little band in Jackson, the Jackson Christian School Marching Band, putting on an outstanding show. And coming up in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be able to show this show to you. But until they go to contest, we are keeping it under wraps. And so now, but I can tell you that you will be amazed at the sound that comes out of this band that consists of under 20 members, and the choreography is off the charts. The scenery is second to none. Great job by the Jackson Christian School Marching Band on their halftime show. Good crowd tonight at Ronnie Fowler. Good weather as we get through. I love the setting of this. If you've never been to Ronnie Fowler Stadium, it is completely surrounded by big, tall pines that just tower above the visitors' side. The baseball field backs up the home press box side, and each end zone is covered up, one in the concession stand and locker room, the other in brand spanking new tennis courts. Unbelievable campus that this is turning into. They are really, really putting an effort to upgrade all the athletic facilities. Brand new cover on the batting cages going in on the baseball field right now. And I'm watching as I was coming in. The last two times that we've been here, they have laid the concrete, and it is going to be remarkable when that's done. Of course, a few years ago, We laid down the turf, which just absolutely looks beautiful. It has been well taken care of. And once again, this campus and the administration, the athletic director and the athletic department, everybody is doing an unbelievable job of making sure that we are second to none when it comes down to doing what we've got to do. A little bit of a surprise here for me. I did not think that it would be this much of a controlled game by Jackson Christian. I knew we were capable of really handling this game and to be able, but with the athletes on the field, if you would have told me it would have been a 35-point lead, I would have said, well, I'll take that gamble. But since I'm not a gambling man, I didn't take it and I didn't lose. But what's going to happen in this second half, just so that everybody knows, and you'll be watching the scoreboard as we go through it, it's going to be a running clock. Now, National High School Federation states that after halftime, if the point spread is 35 or above, the clock will only stop timeouts, injuries, and scores. It will not stop any other time. Now, if the deficit is cut below 35, it will then go back to regular timing and regular football until it goes back above 35 or it stays below and regular timing will continue. Now, Jackson Christian will be kicking off to ECS to start the second half, so the Eagles of ECS will get an opportunity to cut into that 35-point lead and able to do what they can to keep that clock from running, because I'm going to tell you, it is amazing how fast a quarter can go when that clock doesn't stop, Coach, and you know, any chance that you have of coming back has to start on this first drive.
Absolutely, it does. Dave, we need to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll be ready for second half action on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, and Jackson Christian Facebook.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise, and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Football is here. Get touchdown savings at McCoy's Heating and Air. Cooler weather is coming. Tackle the season ahead with McCoy's and be comfortable this season. To get your furnace ready, we are now offering one-time cleaning for only $90. Score big. Call McCoy's and schedule your $90 cleaning today. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
If you work outside or in a facility with no AC, or you're just struggling with this year's heat wave, it can really take a toll on your body and health. At Live Hydration Drip Spa, we can help you recover with our Beat the Heat special for only $59. Call or visit us online today to set your appointment.
Football is here. Get touchdown savings at McCoy's Heating and Air. Cooler weather is coming. Tackle the season ahead with McCoy's and be comfortable this season. To get your furnace ready, we are now offering one-time cleaning for only $90. Score big! Call McCoy's and schedule your $90 cleaning today. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Dave, it worries me anytime I see a confab of officials with coaches.
Well, exactly what's going on is they're talking about the running clock and how all this is going to go. And, you know, in the defer, Jackson Christian at this point gets to decide, you know, what they want. So, you know, I
want to kick with the clock at my back in the third quarter, even though we're up like this.
Yeah, you want the clock in front of you. When in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's bottom line. You want to be facing that clock. You want to be moving towards it. You know, as long as you're not into a gale of force wind or something like that that would make you want to go the other way. But right now tonight with nothing blowing.
Old Glory has laid there very nicely, and, you know, everybody should be proud to be an American. Our condolences to the British people, too, for the loss of a great lady.
Great lady. And Coach, I would be less not to say this, but I would like everybody to take a second and remember on Sunday that it is September 11th, and make sure that you put in your prayers the people who, you know, the families who have still gone on. And first responders. And
y'all got a thing tomorrow to honor that Patriot Day.
Yes, we do. We have the stair climb, and so we got the Patriot Day going on there. And, you know, we just want to remember our first responders and everybody that did what they had to do on 9/11/2001, and it was a terrible tragedy, but we handled it the best that we could, and we will never forget. And as long as we keep them in our prayers and the families in our prayers, because those families, even though it has been 21 years, Coach, you know, those families will never forget that.
Looks like Vargo and Carroll back there, and let's see what Coach Darby Palmer and Zach Sisko's got. And this one's a placement kick. It's going to bounce, and Vargo's going to pick it up at the 18. He makes one man miss, and he's got a lane. And that is what we got undisciplined in, and I'm going to call it. We did not stay in our lanes, and we got burned.
Yeah, the outside man stayed in his lane, Coach, to about the 25-yard line, and when Vargo moved it towards the center of the field, he took that angle trying to head him off, and all he did was plant that foot and stop and let him run right by, and then he had the wide-open sideline.
One of the tacklers was sophomore Eli Craig, 5'8", 185 pounds. It's 1st and 10 on the 42 with the clock running. 42-7, and that is the 42 of ECS. It would help if I got my ECS stats.
You're going to run out of blocks.
I am. I'm out of blocks almost already. They threw 26 passes in first half. Now this time a whistle blows, and
it's going to be a delay
of game, and man, coming out on the field, that I know the coaches cannot feel good, and they are well coached over there.
Well, they are, but they're the ones that are sending the plays in. Yeah. They were at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the reason Darby calls his and sends the kids to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole ECS team was at the line of scrimmage for 22 seconds, and they didn't get the play in.
1st and 15 from the 37 now. Garrison in the backfield with that's Xander Carroll now running quarterback. Garrison wants to break it outside, but I see Jones there, and that looked like number 70, Chilton Smith, and we're glad to see Chilton back this week.
Yeah, Chilton's doing a good job for us, and we're glad to have him back. And, Coach, they have gone to the new quarterback, which is number 10 for ECS.
Yeah, that's Andrew Carroll. You know who that is. That's the man that can make things happen.
Yeah.
More of a running quarterback, but he can throw the football. Don't let that fool you. Dawson is here to the short side, and Cheers in the slot. Cheers had a big catch earlier in the game. Here's the push all across the middle, and they're going to throw a flag there, and I thought that was just incidental contact in the middle of the field with the receiver.
Yeah, I'm not real sure exactly what's going to be. It's going to be a hold against ECS, and that's thrown from the umpire. There was incidental contact on the receiver, but that's where he released and cut it into. I mean, really and truthfully, if we're going to call anything.
Yeah, we decline. Makes it 3rd and 15.
Yeah, we already got them back behind the stake, so they're already behind them, and it's going to move the down.
They were going to run what I call, and this is not the official term, a double seam route. One seam on the yard marks or the hashes, and then they had another guy running seam, and that was kind of open had it not bumped. Linebackers got to get greater depth in that one, and the defensive backs can't let them run. We're in a 4-deep secondary. Let's see if we man up on we're manned up on the outside people. Here's the snap to Carroll. Carroll looking flushed, running. He gets past Carr, and he will get some yardage, and he may get his first down because he cuts it back against the grain. He heads in a great run, made something out of it, and he could go all the way if he gets to a block. He didn't get the block he needed, but what a run. I told you, he is a runner.
Yeah, he is, and I mean, that's just a busted play, and he gets it loose, cuts it back across the middle, knows he's got to get to the 48 of Jackson Christian, and he gets a little bit more. Now they're going to go hurry up.
He got 23 yards approximately on that one, and this could get them back into the ball game. They're still a long way off. Clock is still running till they get a score. It's 1st and 10 from our 30. 10th first down for them. They send a man into the flat. That's a running back. We got Jalen Mosley manned up on him and got him.
Yeah, watch this, Coach. It ain't nothing but a flip out to the outside to the running back. It's actually looking like it's going to be a backwards pass. Let's see where he throws. He throws it. It is a backwards pass. But all of a sudden, whoop, bang,
Dawson,
he hits him.
Yeah,
like
Dawson with the catch and actually lost 3 yards.
Whoop, whoop.
They send Vargo far to the left. 17, Sorja Fria in the – that is not right. 13 is Cheers. Get your stuff right, Coach. Here we go. 2nd and 13. Carroll wants to throw over the middle, and if he held on to it without the ground aiding it, and he may have, that's a good catch.
Yeah, I want to see this just because I think that he makes an unbelievable catch. Watch, it just sticks to his fingers here, Coach. He throws it in there, and boom. Yeah, he pulls it back in and corrals it and makes a great catch.
It'll be 3rd and 9. They're in 4-down territory, and that is great. That is Sergeant Free.
I'm tickling our
producer. And I may be
over
mispronouncing it. We were not sent pronunciation, so I'm doing the best we can. 2 slots. Going to be quick pass. Now Carroll wants to throw it across the middle. He got it, and the receiver wrapped it up. And it will be dependent on the spot, and it looks like it's going to be I'm not going to say too early.
It's not going to be a first. It's going to be short. But, Coach, do you notice right now that Carroll, he's actually completing more than
he's 3 for 3
Thetford
already.
was, but it doesn't look good.
No.
It's not as smooth as Thetford.
But the running threat gives him the ability to throw it, and he's got some good hands, people.
You got to get him out in the flat right here. Don't be surprised if he rolls out to his right and has the option to run or throw.
31 in the ball game, Nick Owens. He's in the backfield, and he may be in there. They're just going to, he blocks. They're flushing. Carroll. Now, we didn't stay disciplined, and he's going to get yardage because of this. And he's a good, quick runner. He darts well. He's got the moves of a hula girl.
Well, you'll see him. He goes to the right as we thought he would, and he comes back, cuts it back. Got to go at least 12 yards at this point, and he turns it up the middle instead of trying to outrun him. Good decision. First down, ECS.
And he's got 40 yards rushing now. ECS continues to move the football with Carroll in at quarterback. They've taken Garrison out at running back. And they're going to run straight ahead. Good body lean by the runner. He'll get a couple of tough yards.
Yeah, there's just no running right there. Our big nose guard, Mr. Cedric Anderson, has decided that he owns that front line, and they have no luck in running the ball up the middle, Coach, and they're stuck with having to work the outside and pass.
Owens gets one tough yard right there. And now it almost looks like when USC used to run their tailback about 10 yards deep in the I formation. They're going to run it straight ahead and bouncing it out. I see the flag that usually indicates holding, doesn't it, Dave?
Yeah, coming from the man who just threw it, which is the umpire. He's going to come up, talk to Mr. Norval, and Mr. Norval will give us the indication on what's going to happen. It looks like it's got to be a hold unless you had somebody released. But, yeah, we got a holding against ECS. That's going to move it back. Coach, that's probably going to move it back 10 yards, so you're going to end up being – well, no, you could decline this.
That'd be interesting. This is like a chess match now on whether you take it or not.
No, they're going to push them back. But
this makes ECS use extra play and runs the clock.
Well, and I'll tell you, every time a penalty's committed and it takes 30 seconds to figure it out, that's 30 seconds off the clock.
That's right. It is 2nd and 20. Ball's on the 29. Carroll still in at quarterback. That is Jaden Thomas wearing number 5 is now the running back. Dawson is in there. Chairs is in there. I don't see the numbers on the other two wideouts. Here comes Caleb. He makes him throw it early. Did the young man get it? And if he did, that is a great effort right there by 21.
He did.
That's Vargo.
Wow. Boy, you get a 2 with style points, but a 10 with effectiveness.
Now 3rd and 16, that's long. Now the same route has been effective for them. Got DeMoss out here in coverage. Collins has got Vargo over on the far side.
I don't know if it's just him or that's the patterns they're running, but he likes the little quick outs and across the middle. He hadn't thrown to a wide receiver yet.
There is a slot there. Let's see what they're running. And this one just almost thrown away. It was intended for number 9, that being Noah Wilder, who's a pretty good wideout himself.
Yeah, Wilder releases from the left side hash, and he's just outside of the hash mark, cuts it across the middle, and it literally looked like he cut his route off and pulled it up. And Carroll threw the ball into the middle, and it was about 3 yards in front of him. I think that if he doesn't pull up, he has a chance to make that catch.
If Jackson Christian holds here, there's only 2:42 left and counting. Now it's down to 2:38 and counting in the third quarter of play. And
Coach,
ECS taking a lot of time. We may have time.
We may get caught in the line.
That's right. 4th and 16 on the 25. Carroll at quarterback for ECS. He drops back. He's looking over towards the sideline. He's got a receiver overthrown. And actually, our back did a good job, and the boundaries were a defender too.
Yeah, it was, and that boundary comes into play right here. We push him to the outside. He drops back and releases the ball deep in the end zone. He has a step and lays out, and it's just out of his reach. Coach, 3 4th downs, 3 stops. Eagles take over. Wow, look at that clock run. I like this.
I'm going to send a text out. We got Gage, according to Greg Armour, was 6'10", and I may have misheard the yardage. Greg said, I think 228, and we'll try to give those. They hand off to Boyd there. Boyd's going to get a couple of tough yards. Of course, we took over, or did he get maybe only one tough yard? Let's see where they place it.
Looks like they're going to give him the 32. Possibly the 32 and a half, but
it's got to be. We didn't get to the 32. We've got to be David to 26.
Oh, 26, 27. You're right. I'm seeing the 30 across there, but Coach, right now the playbook's wide open because you're not going to stop the clock.
That's right, but you don't want to be considered running the score up either.
No, you're right.
We shift power to the left. Here's Boyd cutting it back upfield. Breaks one tackle. No, that's not Boyd, is it? Or is it? Yes, it is. The little man is rumbling. The
got a blocker.
45, the 40, the 30, the 35, the 20, the 10, the 5. What do we have at Jackson Christian land? Touchdown, Cam Boyd and the Eagles.
Watch this block. This is a block that springs him right here. Let's get out of here. I don't want you in my man's way. He does the running flop, gets up, but Boyd is down the sideline, scampers into the end zone to absolutely put this one away. Coach, that clock's going to run out, but they did the right thing. Stop it. Don't let it run out. It's kind of like a running clock in basketball. Don't ever let it run out with somebody at the foul line.
That's right. Boyd with the 73-yard touchdown is what I've got it measured at, David. And it is a 48-7 score. That one could have salted away. Here is Zach Sisko's extra point. It is pretty. It
breaking
is perfect.
windows. He on the tennis court on the west end, and he's breaking windows on the east.
Just don't hit my buddy Bill Hamilton in the head with the football. Anyway, Stephen, we say hey to you, and we're going to take a short time out here on Worthy Roads Jackson Christian Network.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Hub City Deli is honored to sponsor Jackson Christian Athletics. Gourmet chef Peter Thomas invites you in for a totally new experience in craft sandwiches, wraps, and salads. The homemade hoagies are baked fresh. A big favorite is Pete's Brisket Hoagie with brisket, smoked Texas style. The Hub City Burger is a Jackson favorite. The salads are always fresh and unique. Hub City Deli is open for breakfast as well. Located on Pleasant Plains Extended, just down the road from Jackson Christian.
We are back with an impressive run by Cam Boyd. His line sprung him, and then the little man ran over some people. He cow-tromped a guy like Steve Stoots used to do in the old days, and then he just ran away from people. He's strong. He's fast. I don't want to call him a mini brute because that's a strong young man.
He's a very strong young man, and I tell you what, a great block he had down there to spring him. And right now, I'm going to tell you, I am happily surprised. I thought we had a chance to win this ball game, and it was going to be just a draw battle, and we have just controlled every aspect of this game.
Here's the kick. Comes down to Carroll. Keep him in the lanes. We're a little more disciplined. Then we let him still sneak out of there. He's across the 45. He's across the 50. Down to about our 47-yard line, and we've let him snake us and duke us again.
Yeah, that young man's a football player, Coach. He just took this ball and just moved it slightly upfield and then across the field, and it's going to do exactly what he needs to do. And we've come to the end of that third quarter. Let's take a break as we come back with the fourth quarter. Your score, Jackson Christian 49, ECS 7.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Alive Hydration Drip Spa, we offer top-of-the-line IV nutritional therapy, which has a wide variety of health benefits. From immune system boosters and skin care, fatigue, energy, and even hangover relief, you can be sure we have an IV blend that's right for you. All of our blends are administered by one of our experienced nurses in a spa setting to ensure you leave feeling re-energized and refreshed. Give us a call or visit our website to book your appointment today. We have what it takes to make you feel alive again at Alive Hydration Drip Spa.
Man, I'll tell you, welcome back to Ronnie Fowler Stadium as the clock starts to roll before the first snap. And they've got Thelford back in, and we just get in, and he wants a horse collar right there. He's not going to get it, Coach. So they've got the thrower back in. He did not have the ability to run as good as Carroll does, but Thelford is a little bit taller in the pocket and releases the ball a little better.
Freshman Lucas Witherspoon in on that last tackle. He wears number 52, a slot to this side. It's a tight slot. One wide out to the left. Thedford back in at quarterback. They have jet sweep motion, and they do run the jet sweep to the right side. and we let him get on our outside shoulder, and he'll get a couple of yards back.
Now, Coach said this before. Let's watch this. As he takes the snap right here, you will see him release the ball. So the ball is out of one hand to the other. If he drops that ball, it is an incomplete pass. Coach had it right. That does count as a receiver. And, Coach, let's take another break right here. We've got a Eagle down, a ECS Eagle down with a cramp. So let's go and word from our sponsors right here. We'll be back right after this.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way, peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we are back ready to play. The young man just a cramp, so that's good. We don't like to see any major injuries. It's 3rd and 8 from the Jackson Christian 46-yard line. Thetford in at quarterback. They're getting the strength of their formation to the left side of it. H-back in a blocking position for a pass. Here's the pass. Intercepted. Picked off right there. And going down the field is number 2 for us. That is Blake Rowland is wearing number 2 according to this chart tonight.
Yeah, he steps right up in front of this pass. The receiver cut it to the inside. We are in a complete zone coverage, and there was no way that was going to be completed either way. Good interception. Takes it down, gets us in position. And, Coach, now I think you're going to see some different numbered jerseys step out there this time, as well as it should be in a 49-7 game.
I should know who our kids are, but number 2 is Mason Vaughn. The spotting chart has that as Blake Rowland.
Austin Kelly has stepped into quarterback.
And Blake is number 8. Yeah, Austin Kelly getting some snaps. He deserves those and needs those. Running the football is number 15 for us. And you've seen most of the older running back. That's Easton Jones, a 10th grader.
Yeah, it is, and 54 wants a penalty so bad, but the thing is, there they go.
He gonna get one.
Yeah, he wanted it on them, but he kept running his mouth, and it just wasn't going to stop. And the bottom line is that him and the left guard were locked in together, Coach, and they just kept spinning round and round and round until they finally went down, and it looked like—
Well, it wasn't even a good rooster fight, was it?
It wasn't, and it looked like that Jackson Christian threw him down, but he didn't. It was their momentum that took him down, but he wanted a penalty, and out of frustration, he got one.
Yep. Caleb McCullough, wearing number 72, came in for him.
It's going to be half the distance. It's not an automatic first down, so we got to get it past the stakes to get a first down, which I think we are. Yep.
And what's that song about? And the clock runs on.
And the clock runs. That's it. This is good. Let's have discussions.
Yes.
A lot of discussion.
Kelly at quarterback. Austin, also a fine baseball player, fakes to DeMoss, throws the breakout there to Jack Collins. Jack could take it all the way. It is in the end zone. Jack Collins, 6 points. Jackson Christian, 6. It's
Austin Kelly.
55.
Look at this throw, Coach. Look at this throw. I mean, it is on target. Wow. Boy, that's good. This is some needed time to work. Austin, great job. And now this ain't running the score up. This is your second team running your offense.
And remnants of the third team.
Yes, absolutely.
Zach Cisco will do the extra point honors, held by Austin Kelly, the touchdown thrower. And the kick is good. Let's take a timeout with it, 56-7 in favor of Jackson Christian.
This is how we Friday night. How do you Friday night?
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
This is how we Friday night.
No matter how you Friday night, you always win at Kaufman's.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And we will check our stats, but spotting chart has, but I'm almost sure that was Mason Vaughn, the ninth grader, with the pick, Dave.
Yeah, I think it was, Coach. And
Blake wears 8.
Right. And there's a lot of people that might say, what are you doing throwing the ball right there? Well, I'll tell you what you're doing throwing the ball right there. Austin Kelly is one play away from being the quarterback of this team, and you don't get a lot of opportunities to be able to get him some good reps in a situation like this. And, you're not running the score up. You've got your second-team line, your second-team backs, your second-team receivers in there, or your second-position receivers in there. And at the end of the day, you've got to give the young man the chance to adapt to it in case the worst happens and he has to enter the ball game.
Yeah, now that's Blake Rowland wearing number 8 out there. Like I said, it's the first time the spotting chart has had a mistake on it. Nice positional kick if it doesn't go out of bounds, and it did go out of bounds, 32. They can take it at 35 or get a re-kick.
Yep, whatever they want, and I'm sure that they're going to want to put the offense in motion. Yep.
Time is wasting. It is 6:03 and counting. It is definitely, and there's no way they're going to cut it down quick enough to stop the running clock.
We're going to have to wait on the dinner rush.
Yes, we are.
Usually we're after the dinner rush, but we're going to be right in the middle of it.
I thought I saw the famous Boston Celtic coach Red Auerbach. I hope I didn't see him lighting up a victory cigar on the end zone people down there.
I think you're right.
First
Coach.
of all, this is a smoke-free campus.
It was a Partend cigar.
Yeah, okay.
One of them Partend cigars.
It will be ECS's football on their own 35 with the clock running. It's 1st and 10. Let's see what group they've got in there this time. Both teams, I see a lot of substitutions. This is Thedford throwing the quick one out there, the little short one. And Blake Rowland looks like he's made the tackle over at the 40, maybe falling forward the receiver to the 41.
Yeah, and right now, you want to play hard. You want to get your reps in. Obviously, there's a lot of new people that are on the field at this time. But unlike anything else, we don't want any injuries. Just play hard, play to the whistle, nothing crazy.
Coming in, Gavin Walker, number 18. He's 6'5", a young man that you will hear about in the future. Number 6 is out here, Carlos Robertson, actually. They hand off to the running back who will get the first down at this point. And we will try to pick up all of their new players. That is Cooper Acuff in the ball game.
Yeah, and the tackle right there is Gavin Walker was over there to make the stop. And number 20 got in there, Andrew Potts. He got over there and just kind of put his body in the middle of it all and broke it all
Andrew's
up.
like that. He plays baseball. He can pitch a little bit, plays second base. He's a designated hitter. 25, James Dyer just came in to play a little linebacker. We'll try to pick up some more of these young men. And I should have checked the other large freshman for us, but there's a nice run up the middle. Gets about 7 for ECS.
That's Andrew again. Potts got popped in there, and he made a good hit. And then Lucas Witherspoon was there with Potts to make the tackle.
And I want to say Tristan Nash was in on the lay. He's the backup center now as a freshman. He was an outstanding lineman last year with Lucas Witherspoon. Both of those outstanding big freshmen. 76, we'll look and see if he's in there, but try to pick up some more of these young men. Here's the quick out again over. Thedford throws it. They'll get the first down, but nice gang tackling by the younger folks.
I would call numbers, but I'll just say that was a host of
I saw
Royal
78
Blue.
get off of there, but there was more than just 78. Mickey Davis there.
Coach, you got a mismatch out here no matter who we put on 24, and it's been that way all game, and they have not gone to him yet.
Yeah, Dalton DeLoach out there. Also, 53, Hunter Walder playing. We get our defense sets. 1st and 10 for ECS on our 38-yard line. Thetford running the quarterback. They've used 2 quarterbacks, he and Carroll tonight. It's going to be a straight handoff up in the middle. And we hit him in a good body lean by the running back for ECS.
Yeah, Gavin Walker just come in and just totally engulfed him. in his grasp and just pretty much said, as far as you're going to go right here. So a great job. As we see number 78 come off the field, and that is Mickey Davis.
Tucker Jones just went out there, I believe. I've got my numbers right. Yeah. And let's see who's covering out here.
You know what? Them secondary coaches right now are earning, getting in and out. They're doing a great job of making sure we got 11 people out there.
And we switch our people around. Vaughn comes back to this side. 2 stand-up defensive ends with 2 down tackles. They're going to run the play. This is the running back, Nick Owens, again, and he's going to take the 10-yard chain marker out.
You know, Coach, you watch the defense. As you see number 30 run in, and that is Eli Smith, and then you've got number 51 who went in, and that's Lawson Dean. But
57, I think Chandler Crowell went in too, or Crowell.
Look at how organized they are, though. These people are being shifted in and out, and they know exactly where they're supposed to be.
Now we're shifting around, but they're getting the play signal in, so we get our defense set. We've got our coverage with a 1 high safety. Linebackers, proper depth. I thought they might get a step deeper. It's 1st and 10 on the 28 with 1:10 left on the clock. This is one of those times, sometimes the clock out there fades. I'll explain the electricity a little bit. Running the football here, and a nice tackle, even though the impetus went to the runner from ECS, but 37, Dustin Smith, made that tackle. That was number 5, Jaden Thomas, running the football.
Yeah, at number 80, he got in there. Tucker Jones got in there, but you know what, Coach? You got to break down. You can't just hog time as he goes by, but you know what? Great tackle out of way to put him on the ground.
Jordan Bates trying to get out on the field very quickly. Harris gets off, but Thedford was still setting the play and telling the line what they're doing. It's going to be the handoff to Thomas. Thomas tries the left side, makes good yardage, but another nice tackle by 42, and his hat came off Jordan Bates. Now, if I understand the rules right, even if he's Justin, I don't think the referee's going to send him off. But,
no,
Dave, if it comes off your head, you got to come out of there.
I don't know why the clock stopped.
Maybe they wanted to let him get one more play in.
I guess that's what's about to happen. But
here's the clock running. 1st down. Sprinting out is Thedford. Wilson Thedford to his right. Looks and throws. It's intercepted and picked off, and we'll want to get as time runs out, the young man that intercepted that pass, was that Vaughn again?
That's Mason Vaughn, who intercepts, gets his 2nd interception of the night. And let's run the replay on this one. We're going to probably run it twice if we can. We'll run it once. Yeah, it's at the end. Can we run it? We can't run it again. What an unbelievable catch he just made, Coach. Hey, we'll talk about this in a minute. I got to catch my breath. This was outstanding performance by Jackson Christian.
It really was against a team that is very good. They were coming in here with 2 wins off 2 pretty good football teams. They had opened with a very tough Ensworth, and they're well-coached teams. We just had it. After we stripped the fumble away, Big Mo got with us, and we scored. Technically, we didn't score on our first drive.
That's the trivia question.
That's right. That was the answer to it. A final score of 56-7. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll do a couple of things, wrap it up. Hopefully we'll get Greg Armour in here. But, again, you're listening to Worthy Road Studios and Jackson Christian's coverage of Jackson Christian football.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's at the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We are back, Dave, and is this what you expected tonight?
Absolutely not, Coach. This is unbelievable. the way that we dominated this ball game. I mean, we end up, as you see Coach Darby down there, he's talking about, he's excited about the way that it was done. I mean, we played flawless.
Absolutely.
I mean, other than the first possession, which we are accounted for a turnover, we did not get a first down on that first possession. We throw an interception, but after the interception, he loses the handle. We get it back, and we ain't looked back since. We started putting up points like a pinball machine, and I don't think we had, but maybe we'll find out on the stats. I don't think we either had no penalties or one penalty. What a ball game that is. Our kicking game looked good. We did exactly what we wanted to do as far as kickoff coverage, and running backs played hard, linebackers played hard, and Coach, we just run rolled. We just run rolled a team out of Cordova that is a good ball team. This is not somebody who stumbled in here, and But bottom line is we had them down 14-0 before they got off the bus. Good.
Absolutely, a great job. Offensive line did a very good job. I only think a few small chinks that they'll work on as far as chinks in our armor, as they say. And we didn't miss many blocks tonight. Got some good push. I saw Boyd, though. I loved his, I call it a run-through block.
Yes. Oh, man. And, at run-through block, I mean, think of the things, and that's hustling for your teammates. He throws that block, knocks that guy out of the play, and then just continues to run on through and get the other one out. And I mean, I'm just thrilled to death of what has happened on this team. And I'm telling you right now, we've got some momentum going in our direction, and if we keep things going, we're going to be a tough team to beat.
Absolutely. Two guys I wish that could play, Carlson Holt, who wears number 21, but he's got an injury that will keep him out all season. And one of the finest seniors, he could hold the center job down, and Eli Gay has done a great job moving from guard to center. But Presley Edmondson, we miss him, but he will be out all season too. And I believe they were able to get everybody in. I missed the center change because I keep stats and some things like this, but a very impressive win. And tell you what I need to do before we take our break, and Greg Armour will be here with some final stats. The pregame show and the postgame show, I meant to tell you, is the postgame show brought to you by Great American Sports. Relay sponsor Mitchell's Body Shop. The corner logo sponsors are Jackson State Community College, Dynamics Physical Therapy, Jones Chevrolet Blacksmith, and the scoreboard sponsor is Thompson and Smith. And I promise people an explanation. Sometimes the scoreboard shows at 59 point something kilowatts or something like that. Sometimes the scoreboard drops down to 50, and we don't get every once in a while the time will disappear. That's the reason I continue. And also for our radio listeners on 93.1, I give you somewhat of a half radio and half TV broadcast on that. Thompson and Smith, those sponsors, that scoreboard. Aloha Pools, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Hub City Deli, Alive Hydration and Spa, Lifeline Blood Services, Kaufman's Furniture, Arrington Funeral Directors, Bank of Jackson, King Jewelers, Lonnie Cobb Ford, Nest Realty, Snookums Restaurant, and Lifestyle Vision. And I know our other sponsors won't mention. Kaufman Furniture is the name of Kaufman Gymnasium for Paul Kaufman, same person. Now, here's what I'm going to do. David, you're going to fill time for a minute. And
I'm going to do it.
And you know what? You got a man back there that he has all the fun stats. He gets to do the fun stuff. I have to do the mean stuff.
We're going to talk for a while, so I'm going to give you a few scores as we change seats out here. Right now in the final, we have Milan 41, Liberty no score. Obion County loses to McKenzie 49-14. Scotts Hill 13, Gleason no score. West Carroll in the fourth quarter 35, South Fulton 34. Waverly handles McNary 50-14. Henry County loses to Brentwood 14-12. Crockett County 21, Bolivar Central no score. Munford handles Dyersburg 37-7. Halls takes care of FACS 28-6. Lexington is losing to Haywood right now in the fourth quarter 42-21. Huntington 33, Decatur Riverside 7. Portland 49, White House is 21. Jackson Northside Ripley, we have no score. South Gibson is killing Kirby at this point, 42-0. Union City all over Trinity Christian. Let's see, wait 1 second. Is 42-19. And USJ in a final, 24-17 over Union City. What a great, Hardin County. What a great win. Covington beats Brighton 49-6. And pretty much that's going to be it. Germantown beats Hillcrest 56-0. And in the private school Division II, Goodpasture beats CAK. Grace Christian beats King's Academy 28-8. And then as we move on to the middle region, Franklin Road just slams Columbia Academy 32-7. Nashville Christian 31. Battleground Academy 7. DeSoto Central beats Briarcrest 34-20. And the final score, Christian Brothers 44. White Station no score. Greg, I'm going to catch my breath because I know with the numbers that we were putting up like a pinball machine, you probably needed 2 or 3 different leads to get through here and a few more boxes. I know Coach did. So start wherever you want to and fill us in on an outstanding night offensively and defensively.
All right, starting for Jackson Christian. Jackson Christian had 10 first downs in the passing department. Gage Borkin attempted 10 passes, completed 6 for 228 yards, 1 interception, and 3 touchdowns. Austin Kelly had attempted 1, completed 1 for 14 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Jalen Mosley had 4 catches, 169 yards. Cooper Banky had 1 catch for 34. Lance Rowland had 1 for 25 and a touchdown. And Jack Collins had 1 for 14 yards and a touchdown. Also, Jay had 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns receiving. In the rushing department, we was 20 rushes, 224 yards. Leading rusher Cam Boyd had 12 rushes for 160 yards. DeMoss had 2 for 37. And Jay Mosley had 4 for 34. Cam, with his 160 yards rushing, he had 3 touchdowns. We punted once for a 62-yard average. For ECS, they attempted 36 passes, completed 20 for 169 yards. They had 15 first downs. They rushed the ball 27 times for 148 yards. They punted 2 times for a 57-yard average. They had 7 penalties for 60 yards.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the offense put some numbers up on a team that is really good. I mean, the score of this game does not depict how bad ECS is. It depicts how much we controlled this ball game and did everything that we wanted to do, executed the run game. We executed the passing game. And what's so funny, our first drive ends in a turnover. I mean, on paper, it ends in a turnover because they get it and they rule it was an interception. Then they fumbled back, and we ain't looked back since. We took it straight down the field, and it was like a light bulb had been turned on. Great job by the coaching staff to get some young men out there to play. We come out, no injuries. Austin Kelly throws a touchdown pass.
That's great.
A lot of people will say, runner up to score. No, they're not. Austin Kelly's got to learn to run this offense like that because he's one play away from being the quarterback.
Also, Mason Vaughn had 2 interceptions.
Yes. And how big is that?
He's a freshman.
Yeah, and that's kind of being what I call a ball hound. You always where the ball is. You figure out a way. And there are people that just have that ability to do that. I mean, they can be in their position, but at the last second they just see where that quarterback's going. They have the ability to do it. And he secured both interceptions, returned one really good.
Yes.
So, that is a great thing. Other than the cramp, we didn't have anybody that came off the field. The question that I had, and I can't remember, is how many penalties did we have?
We had 1 penalty.
1 penalty.
For 10 yards.
I'm telling you, right there shows you how disciplined we became, how we came in and we surely probably had a really good week of practice, and we come in and we know what we're about to face. So defensively, who stood out on the defensive end of the ball?
We had several guys that stood out. Chilton Smith, Cedric.
I'm gonna tell you, did he not block that middle up?
He blocked that middle up.
He pretty much forced them. At one point, I think I counted, they run 17 pass plays in a row because they just were not having any help up the middle. And one of the biggest stats that ain't never written down hardly, and people don't go over, 0 for 3 on 4th down. That's defense stepped up when it had to.
That's right. And Kai White coming in after being off for several weeks, stepped in on defense.
Well, you got to hand it to the coaching staff. They prepared them very well. They executed the game plan exactly like they wanted to, and it ends up being in the best case scenario. Running clock, you get to get out of here early. You get out with no injuries. You get to go ahead and get ready for next week's game. And Greg, we really, really appreciate everything. I know you got some things you got to run do, but hats off to the Jackson Christian Eagles and everything and everybody that has to go with it tonight, because can't find anything wrong with it other than we threw an interception on the first, the first possession, but. Maybe that was the best thing that could happen to us. Well, I tell you what, we're going to go and take a break right here. We'll be right back. We're going to talk with Coach Joe. We'll go over some more scores, and we'll look forward to next week's ball game. As we tell you, the final score was
56-7.
56-7. They ought not turn the scoreboard off on an old man like me. We're going to be right back with Ronnie at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. Y'all hang on, because it's about to get good.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choice, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better. At Arrington Funeral Directors, we accept all prearranged funerals. So you may have prearranged your funeral in this town with another funeral home or even in another state, but we accept all prearranged funerals because we're here to serve families.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, the name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Football is here. Get touchdown savings at McCoy's Heating and Air. Cooler weather is coming. Tackle the season ahead with McCoy's and be comfortable this season. To get your furnace ready, we are now offering one-time cleaning for only $90. Score big! Call McCoy's and schedule your $90 cleaning today. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive, Van Drive, Jackson.
Hub City Deli is honored to sponsor Jackson Christian Athletics. Gourmet chef Peter Thomas invites you in for a totally new experience in craft sandwiches, wraps, and salads. The homemade hoagies are baked fresh. A big favorite is Pete's Brisket Hoagie with brisket, smoked Texas style. The Hub City Burger is a Jackson favorite. The salads are always fresh and unique. Hub City Deli is open for breakfast as well. Located on Pleasant Plains Extended, just down the road from Jackson Christian.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. If you live in West Tennessee, you have a need for the services we offer. We treat for all types of pests, including bed bugs, brown recluse spiders, and other hard-to-treat pests. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to encapsulate a crawl space. Give us a call to hear how to achieve the same thing and save thousands. Southeastern Termite and Pest Control can handle all of your termite and pest control needs, wood fungus and moisture barriers, real estate closing letters, and so much more. Southeastern, 731-660-1052.
And the happy final is 56-7, the Jackson Christian School Eagles, and I think everybody got to play, best I could tell, on the roster. And great effort. I enjoyed it. We had fun. Thank all you fans for listening. David, you got some final comments and thoughts?
Well, you know, it can't be any better than it was tonight. I mean, your offense puts up record numbers. I mean, they weren't record numbers, but they were great numbers against a really, really good ECS football team. Your defense plays extremely good, holds a very powerful offense to 7. And at the end of the night, you committed one penalty. You had one turnover. You had one person that got a cramp. You stopped 3 fourth-down conversions that pretty much put the game away. And, oh, by the way, you stuck 50-plus on the team from Cordova that probably won't get much of that done to them for the rest of the year. So, hey, this is A+, A+, A+. It don't get any better. Plus, you know what, Coach? You got finished early.
Yes,
Don't
we
get
did.
your
Well, we're
shower
3-0 against Division II AA schools.
You know,
we play in single A.
Absolutely, and who knows what would have happened last week at the end of that one. But
contrary to the report in the Main Street Prep that it was a Hail Mary pass. No, Gage Boykin was right on. It was a laser to the good-handed Lance Rowland, who caught that pass last week. And Big Mo was with us. Columbia Academy was getting to the point where they didn't want any more of us.
No, and that was the whole thing is we had, we scored after a botched call that I actually went back and looked at, and there was 4 mistakes made on that. And anyway, 2.
Well, I thought our coaching staff did a good job of winning the court points there.
They did, and at the end of the day, justice was served, but it was served up on the wrong platter, and we took matters into our own hand. And it wasn't a Hail Mary, but if you want to call it that, hey, you know what? Bottom line is,
go ahead. We saw it.
Yeah,
it's on tape. It was a laser.
Bingo. It was, and he threw a good pass, and it was to an open receiver. And bottom line is touchdown. And we go into half with some momentum right there, and who knows when we come out what's going to happen. But bottom line is it's NC, which is no contest on the scoreboard. So we are still undefeated at this point, and we're getting better every week, Coach.
Yes, we are. Our coaching staff, the kids have bought into it. The shirts that you don't always get to see now on Tuesday night, a lot of times Coach Bullard will wear one of his family shirts, and that's what Jackson Christian is. They include David and I in a lot of things, and all our fine people that we've got here. We don't want to look too far ahead because we got a home game next week, and I think we will actually be on the Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and also on Apple TV, as well as the great coverage we're watching on Jackson Christian Facebook. And we'll tell you more about that Tuesday night at Hub City Deli. And if you're not there, you're missing out on 2 things. Some great entertainment from some fine. We bring in 3 players. We bring in a special guest. Blake Beckham did such a good job. Coach Bullard, Coach Palmer, Coach Phillips, the whole crew. Coach Reichert's been there. They'll all be there. Walker, Ray's dad, Chuck, and Chuck, I did it to you again. I called you Walker, Ray's dad. But Walker, a fine young man who's up at Bethel, and, of course, Tacker Nash over from last year's team. He's at Rhodes, going to be a fine linebacker. They really like this young man to be part of the new culture of Rhodes University, or Rhodes College, actually. Got a couple of insights on the USJ game. All 24 points by USJ was scored in the second quarter. Carter Smith had his first interception, the Hardin County quarterback, and they took the long pass away from him. But that game was won in the trenches. USJ's linemen won the trenches. We got them in 2 weeks, but we cannot look over the opponent of next week, Harding Academy.
No, and Harding's one of those teams that if you blink, they'll bite.
They'll fool you.
You know, and yes, on paper we should be able to control that game and have our way in the way we want to do it. But this is a big win, and you got to take it in stride. And as you do take it in stride, move on and do the things that need to be done because it's coming, and we're not looking forward to it. And, I'm not overlooking anything to look forward to it, but I'm going to tell you right now, when USJ is handling Hardin County in the trenches, it's a big school down there with a lot of players.
It is.
And that means that –
And they did that without Riley Seals. He's out for the season, I think. I got to double-check that. Dave, we've got to kind of wrap this thing up. We will, again, Dave and I both encourage you to support our advertisers. You get to see these ball games free. You don't get ripped off by the National Federation for $11.99 and all that good stuff. Like, this is free. We appreciate all you Jackson Christian supporters, but appreciate, and I use our advertisers. This isn't
I do too.
Me giving a shameless plug. This is the real deal. Coach goes there, and I eat at Hub City Deli, and you got to try the Beckham there. I'll give them a little extra plug because it's named for Blake Beckham, the director or vice president now of development. He got a promotion this year.
Well, I'll tell you, Hub City Deli. Oh, man. What is it, the roast beef or steak sandwich?
They got that. They got the Piggy Sue. It's
they
a
got the
specialty.
French dip?
Yes, and they have, of course, the brisket. And we've got a lot of great sponsors that we could tell you about. But since that's the Tuesday night show, and so hopefully our other sponsors won't be upset. Plus, they sponsor this football game. But we've got great ones. We want you to support them. Go by and see them. And tell them you heard about them on Jackson Christian School's broadcast. Now, you do know this is a copyright broadcast, and there are always people that want to cheat. Good Jackson Christian School fans don't, but there are people that aren't good Jackson Christian School fans that like to copy. Yeah, they like you. It's yours that they copy.
I think it's yours.
You're the superstar in rent-a-car. I just don't want to see you running through airports like OJ, though. And now we get down to some serious business. Here on the screen are the greatest crew I've worked with. Each year the crew gets better, and we finally reached the ultimate. We got David Wade, who is the best color announcer there is, and I'm sorry if some of the rest of you get offended. He is the best. Directed by Ashley Janda, who is my girls. They're not really my girls. They're my bosses, really. No, they are beautiful, pretty, and they do a great job. The cameras, we now have the first team in cameras. Billy Boland was here tonight, and Chris Benson, and we welcome him to the broadcast. He's new. He's going to be good. He has experience. He's done Texas football, and, folks, that says a lot right there. Our technical director is the lovable Gary Lockhart, who also directs the Hub City Deli show on Tuesday nights at 7. Our executive producer, we aggravate him a little bit, but he's a fun guy to work with. We love you, Paul. He does a good job. We appreciate you putting up with your play-by-play man, Coach Joe Holloway. And
now there, I got to talk about him now. Coach been doing this a long time. And I tell you what, there's no better person to sit here and call a game next to, because when I walked in and I was late, I got hung up in traffic. I called him. I said, when I walked in, I had a roster in front of me. I had their lineup. I had the starting lineups. And, this man works 7 days a week on this, and that not counting what he does for the show during the week to get ready and all of the preparation. So give it up, Coach Holloway. Great job. And yeah, we got to say that, I'll sing a little song to Ashley. It's like, Ashley's our girl. She wears her hair up in curls. See?
And with that, I better tell you that, again, this is a copyrighted broadcast. You can't steal David's voice. And we need to tell you a couple things. Besides it being copyrighted, and you see that on the screen, any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz TV show and football game without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. And a little side note, it's illegal to copy it. Anyway, we're going to say thanks for your time this time. Till next time. Good night, all.